Started streaming, right? Everyone got their lemonade ready? Good.
Oh, baby, I'll use some good lemonade.
I'm breaking the illusion here, but I love how he says hide the alcohol, and then Tom is like, "Oh, hide it in my body."
Cops onto us.
Tom about to get arrested for drink driving. Like, oh shit.
No, arrested.
No proof here.
That's just an empty beer can, officer. You have no evidence.
It's a swap campaign. Let's go to the right one.
Right. Okay, so last time on Waterdeep, you guys had just felled the giant beholder Xanathar in his own lair, and continuing on that front, you escaped with his forces chasing you. You made it back above ground, and the Xanathar invasion on the city had died down mostly. You made your way to the Blackstaff Tower and gave your reports to Advisor so far, and made your way back home. And now we find ourselves on the day of the grand opening of Trollskull Manor.
Yeah, but it's in the evening, so we're.
It is in the evening, so, you know, you have some time. You have some time, for sure.
Just like in the study, minor illusion, the eye stalk and everything is like right.
I've done this.
Can anyone remember who ended up with the +1 scimitar? It's still on my character sheet, but like...
Must be you then.
Yeah.
Does no one else want it? Cause
Nope.
I thought Tom
We're gonna discuss it later.
Right.
I thought Tom wanted. Isn't it good for you to have your new? It become your packed weapon? Well, that's bad.
No.
Scimitar's D6. It's just meh, you know.
I bet it counts as a +1. But...
I'm just
might
like
hit, Tom. You might hit. You might hit.
I mean, and I remember what I remember because that's what I was going to ask now, and I remember the conversations. I said I'm keen to go and try and exchange it in part for like a magic weapon that I can use. But like, if someone else is going to have more use out of it, then they should have it. Otherwise,
It looks pretty good, man.
I'm not able to put it in good use.
right. Well,
As much
Then
as
I've got-
I'm
Not
interested
proficient,
in the magic
but-
weapon.
I've got my task for today, Jacko.
Okay, you wanna try and find a magical shop that exchanges the
Well,
scimitar
actually,
to-
first things first. As I'm going over the inventory, Jacko, since you bring it up when I wake up, I want to identify this light green potion.
All right. Roll me.
Jacko,
Okay.
can I take like the identify action on these poison vials I have, but I can't remember where they're from.
Sure.
Great, I tried to identify what these are. I'm like, nah, these are from somewhere. You know, I tried like a teeny little bit.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
a teeny,
Wait, you tried
like,
a little bit. Okay. Yeah, sure.
like a tiny, like you know, like literally, like I put a tiny.
Okay, that's
bit,
enough
like,
for
on my
those,
on my
yeah,
tongue. I don't swallow it. I put on my tongue.
All right. Roll me. No, you don't have to roll anything, Max. You take some time and try some. Okay, wait. So Raven, you figure out that this is an elixir. If you drink it, it has been like modified up to a point that if you drink it, you are granted the effects of the spell and large reduce. But this is specifically through a dude's part. So if you drink it,
Crazy. Oh, sorry, yeah, Tom's reminding me by this arrow. We found crazy new shortcuts on Roll20, right? If you hold shift while drawing a line, you can let go of the line and the line stays there.
wait, what?
That's incredible.
Shift?
I knew you could do this, like, but you
Yeah,
can.
but then you hold shift. and it
Genius.
stays there, you know?
Man, that's incredible.
Oh, that's
And,
actually
and
good.
if you draw one and you forget to do that, you can press X and it brings the last one you drew back.
Man, that's nuts.
Yeah, right.
And that even wait, is it that is using advanced hotkeys? Because that also works with advanced hotkeys if you're using advanced hotkeys.
I don't know. I don't have advanced hotkeys, but it works.
Advanced hotkeys are like. Actually, wait, Portrait, you're just starting to DM for the first time, right? Well, not DM for the first time, but I use Roll20 as a DM. Okay, you should really just like use advanced hotkeys from the start and learn everything from that position. It's so.
Turn on keyboard, advanced keyboard.
Yeah, advanced keyboard shortcuts. Yeah, it's like switching between layers and stuff and moving objects to different layers. It's just.
Yeah, I need to
mwah.
look all that shit up.
It's so beautiful.
I have so much to do.
Oh, and you can press Z on tokens. You get a cool like big token image as well. If you like highlighting a token, you press Z. It shows you like big. It's fun.
Are you right?
Yeah, I'll.
Good to know.
And if the DM does a shift Z, you know, everyone sees it.
Jacko, show us. Do shift Z on somebody.
Wait, sorry, what do we do?
Do shift Z on somebody.
Select a token and shift Z.
Shift
Okay.
Shift
Shift
Z. Yes.
There we go.
The
That's so
Harry-
Nice,
cool.
my boy.
That's so cool.
Yeah, that's
Shift Z is always my sprint hotkey in games. Well, no, I sometimes hold shift, but like in
No,
MMOs, I
no,
always
Jaco, can you give him a little smile now? He's
turn that frown upside
I
down.
don't think tricking him into thinking we're bad guys makes him a good guy.
over the long term it does. In the long term it does.
Well,
Day
every
by
day
day.
it's
Exactly.
frown will be a little higher.
Oh, okay.
Just
Alright,
gonna
so
have
Raven's doing that today. I mean, I don't know how much you want to play like the actual day, but personally, I'm gonna spend a whole day like kind of prepping for this evening, like getting a little like kind of reorganizing chairs for where I want to play. Like making sure we have all the supplies I ordered, setting up all the candles and alcohol, trying to teach the ghost bartender how to serve people.
Um,
That kind of stuff.
okay, yeah. But let me quickly figure out.
Yeah, onto the magic shop, Jacker.
Yeah, exactly.
something I want to do during the day is like when it's what time we're gonna start, like about what time would you say?
The opening
Yeah.
when people get off work, so what, like
Didn't
6?
really specify in the advertisement. But
I want to be ready at like it's at evening, right? Like, okay, like
It's,
I would say like.
uh,
What's the advert actually? We do have the.
I think as long as if like the best approach is aim to have everything ready by 4, so that if there are some delays, we're ready by 5, and then like people probably start turning up like
Yeah.
after 5, 6.
But I think we should all try to be
Okay.
around here about.
So at around 3,
We come
I'm
close.
at 3 o'clock, I'm going to cast Dark Vision on myself, and then I'm gonna spend an hour to regain my key points.
How did Dark Vision last?
8 hours.
Crazy.
Oh, that was very useful.
Whoa, my
If
camera
only
went.
had a first
Chris, that's a nice green screen you have.
Yeah. What?
Oh.
No, still green.
Still green.
It remains
Screen for
green.
you as well. That's weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
I mean,
okay,
I don't hate it. Compared to way normal.
wait, is it because I have
Oh, there we
Zoom?
Oh, there it's back. It's back.
They're back.
It's back.
Oh, booting up the webcam software fixed it, despite like it didn't display on the web. Oh, whatever.
Beautiful.
Whatever. Don't question these things.
I think Dark Vision's just 6 feet, right?
If it's like
Yeah.
innate ability.
Spell
Yeah.
5e.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, 6 feet.
I'm spending a lot of day practicing. Like, oh, do you remember I like did the performance yesterday? And we
You've
got
written a song, or yeah, you
multiple
practice and
songs.
practice.
I've written a set. Like.
Oh, okay, you've written a whole set. Wow.
Oh, well, no. Maybe they weren't all new songs, but I've written at least one new song about the adventures with the Xanathars, and then I have the set of my other classics.
And as I am in the house anyway, I'll spend more time like helping Nat.
Not help me put together
Wait,
the path.
yeah, wait,
Nat.
let me first deal with Raven real quick. Yeah, you do find a magic shop in the castle ward, not too far from Troll Skull Alley. It's called Aurora's Realm Shop, and it's like a giant. Like from the outside, it's a pretty tall building, 3 stories, and on the inside, it's almost like a bazaar, with a lot of like not hallways, but like rows of items installed with curtains in between them, and there you can trade the +1 scimitar for any other one-handed magical weapon. that you-
Oh, well, they'll just let me straight up trade it?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
They are interested in the runes on it, and it's they believe
nice.
it's in good condition still.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely. I've been keeping it in good condition. I think back to the sewers and stuff. I've been dragging it through. Like, great condition. You want to? If they're happy to trade, make a straight up trade. I'm happy to make a straight up trade, Jacko. I'm a straight up kind of guy.
Yeah, you do have to show your document that say that you're registered to the to the
of course.
guild of,
Which, in fact, I even have because I'm a good boy.
But once you do, that's no problem. So
Excellent.
mark that on your sheets.
Meanwhile, also while I'm here, there's a few other things you might be interested in. If you're interested in purchasing useful items for magic and so forth, I have here this lovely staff. It apparently does nothing, but it is a staff. It's worth some amount of gold in the player's handbook.
Okay, let me just quickly check an arcane focus. It is
Like 5 gold, I think, total. So they probably give me like half if I understand the rules generally.
It would be a staff, so 10 gold. So yeah,
God, yeah.
they will give you 5 gold for it.
5 gold, nice. Nice. Okay, get out of here, Gnarl Staff. Don't want you anymore. Now, how do they feel about a Wand of Pyrotechnics, Jacko?
Let me see. Wand of Pyro.
It's a useful thing, Chris. So you're giving me a lot of valuable magic items.
Look, how many... I keep in the useful ones. I got the Wand of Secrets and the Wand of Detect Magic.
Fair enough.
That's
Wait, did you take the force resistance ring, Chris?
No. Yeah,
Would I?
would I? In case he accidentally Eldritch Blasts himself.
Oh, yeah. It's fair then, you get the +1 weapon. It all makes sense.
how to pry. Okay, well, one sec. That would be around here. Minor. Okay, they would give you 50 gold for it.
50 gold, wow, yeah, sure as hell.
Wait. How many things can you be attuned to in 5e, by the way?
Ooh, good question.
I mean, I can Google it for you, actually. It's fine.
Now, as I recall, does Jet... Because I would recall, Chris just doesn't recall. Does Jet have a +1 short sword?
No.
Okay.
Creature can be attuned to no more than 3 magic items at a time.
Yeah. The weapons normally aren't, right? I'm gonna try to...
No,
the Pearl
weapons
of Power.
normally
The Pearl of Power is
Normally
like
aren't.
this.
Yeah, Pearl of Power is attuned, yeah.
Cool.
Like normal, like just plus weapons normally on.
Anyway.
I don't think they
Okay.
are.
Yeah,
In that case, Jacko, since that was worth more than I fancied it might be,
Mm-hmm.
a standard +1 weapon is how much? Is it 300 or 500 gold?
Oh, $500 gold for 500 gold for a +1.
500 gold, okay. Okay. Yeah, I can't really afford a +1 weapon then.
But after tonight's fucking success.
Yeah. But like, yeah, I'll make note of that, you know. If we could like scrape together, I like 300 and something gold now, so we could scrape together like a couple hundred more, we could get Jet at +1 short
Well, you
sword.
know, when we get the millions of gold in the treasury, we'll
Okay.
get all the +1 weapons we want.
I'm sure there won't be like any magical items.
Hey, no, maybe not +1 short.
Now, okay, speaking of sources of income, Jacko, obviously the magic shop will not be interested in this, nor am I actually carrying it on me, so I'll head back to, wait, did I sell? I vaguely remember selling this or something. Did I sell my 75 gold painting?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I remember thinking about it plenty of times, but...
It was. Didn't Mordai do it?
Mordai fenced 2 paintings, I believe.
Yeah, I kept the last... Oh, that's right, I kept it to put on a wall. Maybe I want to keep it, though. I like it. It's a nice painting.
If Raven came back to the manor,
Yeah, I'll come back. I do.
Would
I
you
do come
take
back.
that painting?
yeah,
No, I won't sell it yet.
I would go to Raven and ask. So, where's I now have this ring. I do not believe this will be much of a help for me anymore, as I hand you the invisibility lantern, the reveal invisibility. It's really
That would be funny.
counterintuitive.
Yeah, I suppose you're walking around invisibly with a lantern that reveals invisibility would be a bit... It's, I can't remember how he ruled. You can put a lantern on your belt, right? Like a lit lantern.
I was allowed.
Yeah, okay, cool. I'm just thinking like casting spells, but yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
They only have 1 hand anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, but like rapier and free hand to cast spells. But yeah, okay. Lantern of Invis reveal. Any idea how much that weighs, Potrek?
Imagine writing that
can
weight of
actually
item
put-
on your
Like
character
a fucking hooded lantern is like nothing. It's the same as a hooded lantern. Lantern.
Jacko, do I need to attune to my shoes?
It is 2.
Cool. Thank you.
Because if I need to attune to my shoes, I think I have full.
Also, I would also give you the oil, I guess. I have 9.5 uses of oil.
Good lord, I have a couple of uses of oil, but 9.5. Whatever, I'm just adding 9. I get rid of the... I drink the half.
It doesn't say they're attunement.
Great.
No, it should, right? Yeah.
Yeah, things say attunement if they say require attune.
Excellent, cool. That is wonderful. +1 weapon. Now,
Hey, Raven.
the fact that I no longer memorize magic weapon is perfectly fine.
Hey, Raven, I don't suppose you've done the report yet, have you?
I'm trying to remember what I said I did last session when we got back. No, I don't think I have
No,
yet.
yeah, we wrote.
No, alright. Well, if you want to do it together, to help our memories, just let me know, man.
Okay, Jacko, I'll spend the next part of the morning slash afternoon writing this report with.
Full max for the guy. With max, alright. Yeah, I'm just like, I get some peaks in you. I mean, I'm not like a terrible student, but I'm not a great one. So,
Slightly inattentive,
You're,
perhaps.
I'm assuming that Raven's report may be slightly longer and more detailed.
Probably.
Out of interest, what do you guys leave out, if anything, or do you guys give a full report on?
I'm
what
like,
you-
are we hiding anything
Probably.
from the black stuff again? I forget.
Is there
Did
anything
she-
to hide? As I'm like
I
still.
mean, did she know we had the Son of Glory? I can't remember. She does.
Oh, yeah, I don't know who specifically told her, but she's probably guessed by now. We made allusions to it before.
No, I mean, didn't mention that report anyway. It didn't really come up. I mean, honestly, not much happened, did it? We went to secret tunnel. We said we went to one room.
Yeah.
Hoarded it, man. Pretty chill.
I mean, sure. I say writing good a page and a half of
I'm like, so we got there, there's just.
But yeah, I'm like specific about the route we took, the everything we saw, like the eye stalk, the corridor, the eyes on the walls. I'll even just because I assume she's seen it already because of she was it was at the Black Staff Tower that the guy was interrogated, but I'll include a sketch of the map that we have, so I can annotate where various things happen and so forth.
I mean, I don't want to make you have to read the same thing twice. I'm just giving a little bit extra information. But this doesn't make any sense to have two the same report. So that's why you wouldn't want that.
You are probably right.
Yes.
Yeah, you spend about I would say half an hour to an hour.
Yeah, I think an hour seems fair. The
Uh,
sketching and everything.
And Jet, what were you doing other than so you were the first thing you do is you
Make
focus-
the paintings
dark
of the eyes, of the the ones that hang down, the ones on the wall. I'll make it of Sanafor as well. Why not? I'll make
Yeah, out of
one.
interest, can you make me a performance check or a sleight of hand check?
I do have Galop.
Oh yeah, with your Caliver's
and
supply.
I may as well use my human determination on that.
Oh,
So
my
there
God.
we go, 26.
I gotta head out again. I just remembered. Damn it! I was just on the other side of the city. I just remembered something else I want to do, Jacko. I don't think it requires much roleplay, but I want to go and get the broken infernal pyramid from Mr. Gnomski, who is currently doing his examination of it. I don't know. You decide if it needs roleplay or not. But
If I'm allowed, I'll do one of the boss dwarf as well. Like a
Oh,
squid to get to him.
the old dwarf, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because
It's it's fresh enough in the mind that you can recall his look.
and
pretty well.
I'll take help of minor illusion, to
Dude, these are some nice drawings, Jet. You ever like a painter or something?
it helps to keep the mind straight from time to time.
Bill
So you were
Grim
a
Selbin.
You were a painter. Oh, cool.
Old Bilgrim, Jacko.
Is it in watercolor?
Bilgrim is not in.
Yeah, it's mostly
You ask around, but he seems to be not present.
Dude, he's in hell.
Yeah, I subtly try and examine if, has anyone seemed to have noticed him, walking out of the building, cackling maniacally at any point in the last 48 hours?
How they normally act, Chris. It's a fucking.
Was there any kind of, sound of someone being sucked into an infernal portal from his quarters?
Roll me an investigation check.
I'm good at that, he said, not being very good at it.
You're subtly asking around.
Ooh, look at that. Not quite as good as Jet's calligraphy, though.
No, I mean, he's an
Well, there's nothing out of the ordinary, but a couple does mention that normally Bilgrim is very a closeted or a closeted guy that he always spends his time within the arcane library and temple. But So it's weird for him to not be present, but other than that,
That's
there's nothing.
suspicious. All right, I'll come back tomorrow and see if he's still been eaten. I mean, disappeared. If I remember.
Okay, so he's must have been doing that. Mordai, do you have anything in the morning that you wish to accomplish?
Not particularly, no.
Chill morning.
I'm just gonna hang around the bar, make some pancakes and stuff like that.
Oh, good shit, Mordai, put them on.
Breakfast, you know, just like just chill.
Help
for the
out
morning.
Dave, you know.
Nice breakfast. Maybe I sleep in that longer, you know.
Okay. Yeah, once you enter the kitchen, David does seem revenant of you.
Good man.
Oh, great. Master, please, the kitchen is all yours. I am under your command.
What a nice guy.
Oh shit!
You bring me
Guys.
stuff I need.
We have an important quest. We need to look out for Beppis Honeymaker's family.
Yeah, I kind of remembered that, but like, I don't really know how to do anything about that.
Okay, well, I'm heading back from the tower, right? So I'll sort of detour on my way back past the yawning portal. A good font of information and goings on. And just kind of, you know, table to table, do a few magic tricks, you know, like excuse my presence with a bit of prestidigitation. But like I want to try and you know, work Beppis Honeymaker or the name Honeymaker into he was a gnome or a halfling, anyone remember? I feel like we should. I never saw him, so like, you know,
He was a halfling.
stuff you have to have told me about. Okay. Yeah. If the Honeymaker halflings, if anyone's familiar with them at all.
Make the best honey in town.
Yeah, maybe we should go to a honey shop.
Yeah. Honey guild.
Honey
Guild of
makers.
honey heirs.
Yeah, give me another investigation.
But I rolled a good one. That means it's not going to be
Diplomacy.
bad.
Diplomacy.
He's not wrong. Is my diplomacy any better?
Diplomacy isn't a skill in this fucking game.
Persuasion, right?
Baby.
I got +5 on my persuasion, if that's any, like...
This is like an investigation.
Yeah, cool. Well, whatever. I got a 17.
Yeah, you ask around. The patrons. It's still pretty early. Like there's not that many people. It's still quiet, pretty quiet. But as you're asking around, Bonnie, who's serving a customer, comes up and says, "Honeymaker, yes, we do trade with them sometimes. They have a shop in the trades wards."
Do you have an address? Oh yeah, no, a name would be good as well.
Honeymaker's Meads.
Oh, we can get some meat.
I swear that's something in Skyrim. No, Hunning Brew Distillery is what it is. No, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. That's very useful. I do a card trick for her, and then I disappear.
You using a spell song, baby?
No, I just
Card trick ever.
I run real fast.
But you have to leave your deck behind on it.
It's okay, there is no deck, it's all prestidigitation.
Oh man, that makes the card just really easy when the whole cards aren't actually cards.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna go check out the Honeymaker's Mead or whatever. I think that's what it just said it was called.
Okay, you go head down to the trades ward.
Yeah.
Um,
This is my day,
yeah,
I guess.
it's easy enough to find. You find a little general trade slash almost like a brewery in one on the main like street of the trade ward. Seems to have like a pretty high end shop, all things considered. And on top of it's like in golden letters it says Honeymaker's Meads.
Okay. God, I hate giving this kind of news. Yeah, I'll go inside and sort of get the lay of the you know the lay of the land, like who's working there, like what, you know, they seem to be like a family or like, you know.
Okay, yeah, you head in and you see well, you hear a little bell
scope the joint, as they
above
say.
you, and you see a female halfling with like long, wavy black hair, like lifting a barrel that is almost the same size as her from one end of the room to another, and she says, "Oh, I'll be right with you."
Of course, take your time. There's no rush.
Sure.
I mutter to myself, he's not getting any deader.
Puts it into a corner.
We don't know.
She wipes off her hands and comes see.
In that time, I'll make sure I've decided my approach. I'll make sure my force grey, or my grey hand rather, badge is visible.
Okay. Yeah, she wipes off her hand and walks towards you. Says, "Well, welcome to our little shop. I am Rosa Honeymaker. How can I help you?"
Pleasure to meet you, Rose. I am Willem of Neverwinter, a member of the Grey Hands. Do you have a moment? I kind of glance around, see if there's other customers around that sort of might demand attention at any second.
No, the shop is empty other than you two.
Okay.
And okay, well, of course, well, perhaps, yeah, okay, well, follow me. And she seems pretty confused and distraught, but leads you towards the back, and where you have a little more privacy, and sits down on a stool and points towards another stool that is perhaps slightly too small for you.
That's okay. I'm not that tall. I squat down on it. It's not too uncomfortable.
It's like a little children's
Yeah.
size.
Rose, are you any relation to one Beppis Honeymaker?
Yes, he's my husband. Oh, he's been missing. You said you were with the Grey Hands. Do you know anything?
Yes, I do, in fact. How long has he been missing for?
Well, a few months. I believe it was right after our anniversary. So yes, 2.5 months.
Can you tell me anything about the circumstances surrounding his disappearance?
Well, Beppis, I don't know. He's always got a penchant for trying new brews, so he.
Wait, okay, Anne, I want an insight. Is she being is she implying something with that? He slept around, or does she just mean he actually had a penchant? He slept around, Jacko. I get it.
He slept around, okay. And as a result, he often stays out quite late, and well, one night he just never returned. I always told him this was very dangerous for a man his size, but he would never listen.
I see. Well, I'm sorry if this is... kind of think through what I'm about to say and then rephrase. I'm sorry for this distressing news. You are aware yesterday that there was an attack on the city. I assume you noticed.
I closed up shop and never had any trouble.
If you were not aware, the attack was orchestrated by members of a criminal syndicate known as the Xanathar's Guild. Have you ever heard of them before?
No, but it sounds dangerous.
They are, rather. They have many powerful members and elaborate schemes and goals. And my companions and I took the opportunity of the distraction that they caused themselves yesterday to slip into their guild hall hidden beneath the city, which location we were aware of previously, and assassinate their leader. While we were down there, we came into contact with your husband, and as far as we're aware, he has been down there since he disappeared, being forced to work in their kitchens, as it were. They're a rather large organisation, have many mouths to feed. We attempted to make it out of there with him, but I'm afraid his stature and the predicament we found ourselves in at the time meant he was unable to keep up with our retreat. We intend to return there at some point in the not too distant future, but I thought it best to warn you that it is entirely possible that he perished in his escape attempt.
As you're saying this, she gets out a giant handkerchief, and like with trembling eyes, she's listening to you. And oh, my man, he's always been good under pressure. I'm sure he'll be all right for when you swiftly return. You'll go back soon, right? You'll go back soon to say
Tonight.
Within a few days, perhaps a week, I would say. If we gain more knowledge from that venture, I shall, of course, return to you.
I suppose I should say thank you.
I'm not certain that you should. In the meanwhile, and I mull this over for a moment and say, has your livelihood been hurt by your husband's absence?
Well, yes. I mean, I try not to admit it for the children, but we are hurting a bit. And he was always the man in the house. And it's hard to keep it running, especially without his talent.
I know it's not even close to the value of a life, and I hope that we can do one better by returning your husband to you soon. But in the meanwhile, would you please take this coin that hopefully it might keep you afloat through these difficult times?
This one copper.
I give her 50 gold, Jacko.
Give her 50 gold. Wow. Yeah, she takes it.
I don't know how much a meadery makes in a month, in a couple of months.
We
But
were
you know.
2 days worth of mead. This is our address.
She takes it with shaking hands and says, "Oh, well, thank you. I'll make sure little Tommy and Emma will make use of this. And once Peppers gets back, we'll close on shop and take a big holiday together."
Of course.
And she actually starts blowing into the handkerchief and crying and. Yeah.
I kind of comfort her gently, but also slightly gingerly.
Yeah. Okay.
There.
Yeah, and after a while, Oliver calms him down and says, "Oh, I should see you out, and please, if you learn anything of my man, do let me know."
Of course. She'll let you know as soon as we have any more news to report.
Yeah, as you head out, you see her heading upstairs. Raven, I'll give you inspiration for that.
Nice. Love it. Jacko, I will take the inspiration.
Nice.
What a guy.
You can't not.
I gotta give it to her as well, Jack. I'm like, here, you need this more than I do. No, I just
You get more information.
yeah. Genius. Here's one for little Tommy. No, I
Give you the piece of inspiration.
Okay. Yeah, and after having done that, I assume it's like, given all the walking around I've done, it's,
Yeah, it's
4 o'clock's probably creeping up sooner rather than later. So I'll head back to make sure I'm there in time for the
Dude,
opening.
I made the inn look fucking good though, Jacko. The candles are beautifully arranged.
Can you quickly repeat what you were doing? You were
I'm making it look good.
showing Liv how to bartend. I'm sitting with a lantern.
Nah.
No?
We're not gonna have the lantern tonight. There's no point practicing in conditions you won't be working in. Come on, I'm a performer. I know that.
All right.
I'm like, all right, Liv. So you got the big opening tonight. You're there, right, man? Great. That's what I thought. Now, in the opening tonight, there's gonna be a lot of patrons, and you're gonna just go your own place. Don't let them rush you. You're a spectral barkeeper. You don't want to go too fast. It's not keeping it the scene. But let's pretend I'm a patron. I like going the other side of the bar, and I'm like, hey, bartender, can I get a shot of whiskey? And then I was like, And I
Okay,
stand there for a minute, wait for him to pour it.
You let me see what drinks did you buy? What drinks do you have in stock right now?
If we don't have whiskey in stock, I ask for something else.
Yeah, you bought a box of spirits. Yeah. Also,
Yeah.
So do not say that swiftly. There's like spinning in the air, right in front of you, above the bar, like doing a little circle around each other. There's a mug and a bottle, and
baby.
the cork gets popped with a satisfying sound, and then a dark liquid gets poured out of the beautiful whiskey.
It's good work there, Liv. It's good showmanship. I like it.
The glass. He puts it on the bar and like slides it over to you, like right into your hand.
Nice. I'm like, I just drink it, I'm like, but that's good, that's perfect. Now let's try it a few more times. getting a little. But I'm like, how are your cocktail making skills, Liv? And I wait for that. So make me a Manhattan. Oh, I don't know. Maybe a Neverwinter. I don't know.
Make me an Icewind Dale.
No, it's too cold. We don't have enough ice. Make me a Neverwinter. I'm sure that's a cocktail. Right? Must be. Must be a cocktail.
Okay.
It's a simple mix of whiskey and whiskey.
No, Neverwinter's for ale. It's got to have it's like a wine spritzer,
Oh, okay, yeah, actually, that's smart. I don't know if Neverwinter the city is full of elves. Neverwinter woods are.
I don't know.
Neverwinter is like a giant city.
Yeah.
Make me a So is Manhattan. They have a drink.
Yeah, he pours you the Neverwinter, which is a little bit of a sparkly spirit with a nice, refreshing taste.
That's good, Liv. That's good. It's emphatic. I reckon you got to sort this. It's like you waited your whole life for this gig. Now, I think you have any questions for me? Can I give him a second?
He doesn't reply in words, but you do hear a sudden clap, like somebody is applauding.
Yeah, sure, dude. Kind of shrug. It's like, you mean anything by that? Or you were clapping?
The clapping slowly fades. You see a rug, not like a rug, a rag, and he starts cleaning the bar. It seems.
No, that's perfect. They love that. It's the classic, the mug cleaning. Whenever there's not somebody here, okay, just hold like a mug in the air and just like pretend you're cleaning it. Doesn't matter how clean it is, but they love that shit.
He takes a mug out of your hand. Gets out of your hand, and you see it.
Perfect. They're gonna go wild over you, man. They're gonna go wild. I'll get like a little bowl first, put all the tips in, and obviously 50% go to you, my man. That's how tips work.
The mug shakes up and down.
I'll get like a mug out from the bottom, like get a little sign about like tips on it, and put on the mug, and put it next to the bartender. Or like where he's gonna work. And yeah, I'll kind of speaking of like what drinks we actually have, Jacko, I'll like do an inventory and then like make a sign basically that says what we have for sale and like prices and everything like that. But I don't, I charge a markup that's reasonable for an inn in this area. I don't know what that would be.
As you're doing this, you hear a knock on the door.
I go to the door.
All right.
I open it.
In front of it stands, in full regalia, Birds. It's a giant size, almost a head taller than the door itself.
Oh, hey man, Mertz. Good to see you, boss. How's it going? Come in.
Oh, it's you, exactly the one I wish to speak to.
Oh, great.
Yeah, he follows you in. Says, so, today is the day that our tavern is opening. Very exciting, isn't it?
Oh yeah. As you can see, I kind of gestured to the decorations and like the little sign I made it. It's making it all look good for tonight. We got our ghost bartender. I point to the mug floating in there. It's like good, right?
Yeah, that's something you need. Yeah, something to stand out. Because you've made it work. It looked, from what I hear, it looked like shit.
Oh yeah, real trash.
Real trash. The furniture. kind of boring. But once the funds start flowing, we can make it.
Yeah, you won't better see the furniture for the bodies, let me assure you.
Confident.
Of course.
Now, I am quite ventured in the opening and visiting of taverns and inns. Is there anything you need? I am sort of your boss in both regards.
Is there anything we need? I ponder this question.
While you're pondering, he does pull out a little parchment and say, well, this was of my own initiative.
Well,
I've already given you a license, but this is one for games and gambling.
Oh, you need a license because you know your license. Oh, well, yeah, great. That'll be good to have. I'll set up a little gaming table.
It is recommended to have one, indeed.
Great.
Gets the spirits up. And,
Of course, yeah.
Make
Gets the
sure
money flowing.
people come back.
Will do. Let me think. Gaming table. Yeah, we have the music situation set up for tonight. We have a waitress sorted. We have our bartender here. I think Mordai's gonna work as a doorman, possibly. I'm not sure if I told him this, but I'm sure he'll be given the task. No, I think we have most of it under control. I think we're good to go.
Right, that's nice. I see you did promise a free drink. Dangerous.
Yeah, but did you not see the small print?
I must have missed it.
Understandable. It was very small.
Well, now on to less important business then.
Yes.
And it sits down, the chair creaking beneath his weight. One of our connections informed me of your trip down in the sewers.
Oh, yes. Of course, it was quite the adventure.
I can imagine you having no time to inform the Harpers beforehand of what your plans were.
Yeah, to be honest, I barely had time to think about understanding myself before we were sent off down there.
I see. Well, you'll be interested maybe to find out that we already had eyes in the Sorcerers Guild.
Oh, I see. I hope I didn't kill the owner of any eyes.
It doesn't seem like it, but it is hard to establish proper communications right now. You seem to be in a bit of a chaos.
Understandable, yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah. Well, what did you learn?
Oh, I made a report. Where is it? I look around, I grab Raven's report. No, he would have left it there. He would have left it. I grab my report from, I've left on the table or something.
Oh, actually, hang on. Yeah, because I was just gonna say. So I was kind of waiting for this to finish, but because I never said I did it. But I've been running around a bit today. But yeah, because I was literally just over at near the Blackstaff Tower, and I knew I was going there because I set up specifically there. So I was gonna ask Jacko, is it okay if we say I took the reports to Blackstaff Tower when I was
would definitely. If you were going, I definitely would have given it to you.
when I went to the yeah.
So yeah, I don't reach to grab mine, but so I'm like, yeah, let me tell you exactly what. So, well, three things I told you most. I mean, our secret colleague, he tell you most things. I mean, we and him basically saw the exact same thing. There's anything I know about the expedition that he does not. But I guess I can go over it again if you like.
Well, what I'm most interested in is why were you there?
Try to remember. I can't remember who it was, but we were there to kill, I don't know, a mind flayer, I think.
Alright.
I think the Harpers wanted it dead or something.
And
No.
you ended up killing...
No, you're the Harpers. I think the Grey Hands wanted it dead.
Right, I mean, I know enough that I did realize this is a mission of the Black Staff.
Okay, yeah. Well, obviously, I wouldn't tell you it if you didn't know. I mean, of course I would. But, you know.
For someone interested in secret missions and organizations, you were sure blunt about things.
It's interesting. The more blunt you are, the more people talk to you about the secret missions, but they want to talk to you about them to find out what you know. And in that conversation, you often find out they know something.
This is my strategy exactly.
Yeah, I can tell.
Okay, well, so it is a Greyhounds or
Yeah, I think. I mean, it had something to do with the whole boat business, you know.
indeed.
I think.
The
But then Jarl
His
Axel, remember
treasures hidden
him?
somewhere.
What's that? Yeah, the secret
His
treasure. But I
treasures
think.
hidden somewhere. You
I think
thought they were hidden there.
No. But do you have? Wait, I can't remember how much I told you in my previous reports. How much I found out in the
Well,
past couple of days.
I mean, I don't want to be too harsh on new recruits, but we did have a secret meeting yesterday at 3 p.m. exactly.
But we
that you
did.
never showed for.
When did you? I kind of try to remember. A lot of stuff's been going on. But when? Sorry, when was I given that mission?
Well, our previous connection, wink, wink,
Wink, wink.
you
Oh, yeah.
in person.
What,
Confirmed.
like when we were down in the when we were down in the
before.
Nazi
A day before.
a day before. Oh, I tried to think back. A day before. That's a long time ago. Oh, I think I may know what happened. Okay. I mean, I'll cut to the chase. I may have drank some water from the river Styx to erase my memory of the last 12 hours. Shortly after that letter, I think.
Let me just roll something.
How good is my insight check? How can he know? It seems so insane.
It is literally true, though.
It's literally true.
Yeah, it's true. It's literally true.
Okay. Yeah, you feel yourself almost like shrink under this giant man and his intense gaze. But after a few moments, he starts laughing. Well,
yes.
that is maybe one of the best excuses I've ever heard. Well done.
Oh, thank you. I'll keep it at a word extra for such reasons when I don't want to go to a meeting, to take a little swig.
Alright, well, I never
I'm
expected...
sorry, sorry, but I am base sorry, boss. I mean, if I could have remembered the secret mission, I would have been right there.
I'm sure you would have. Well, I suppose I'll see you tonight. Of course,
Oh, can't wait.
I have to pay a visit.
Yeah, bartender makes a mean Neverwinter.
Well, a bit too sweet for my taste.
Okay.
Anyways, he leans on the table and stands up.
Oh,
good
but
day.
we might be heading down into the Xanathars Guild again to try to kill the Mind Flayer again. That's all cool, boss.
Yes, just don't kill. Don't be too hasty with killing persons you see, especially if they are indicating that they are not enemies.
Is he a halfling?
I only kill people who try and surrender.
Not a halfling, is he?
He's not a halfling,
Okay.
but he is short in stature.
Sure, I won't kill any shorties unless they ask for it. On it.
Slaughter the dwarves down there.
Unless they ask for it.
All right, and then he swaggers out.
Yeah,
of the
not the
door.
window, man. There's a door right there. What are you doing?
Just like breaks through the wall, like. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like, oh,
So much of a boss who literally doesn't care about doors. Just fucking walks straight.
It's amazing the city's still standing at this point.
Alright. I get back to working at the bar, and I'm like, oh yeah, speaking of what are you people talking about, I'm going to put a bucket of water behind the bar, right? And any time if somebody asks for the free drink, you get a little shot glass, and you fill it with the water, and you hand it to them, okay? Right, Liv?
You see, after a few seconds, the bucket gets picked up. This door opens, and the bucket gets emptied on the street.
Well, you don't like that idea?
Can't just ask a proud barman to serve water,
Wait, you don't like that idea, Liv? If you like the idea, clap. If you don't like the idea, clap twice.
The bucket gets kicked over, and then you hear the tapping.
Alright. Tell you what. If anyone asks for free drink, I try to think. Do you have any?
Also, you guys never fixed the plumbing, so
No,
It's not that we never fixed the plumbing. It's you. You never had people come and fix the plumbing. You never said a date.
Well, I see a way to solve 2 birds with 1 stone. I see 2 problems and 2 solutions. 1 solution, actually. All right. Anybody ask for a free drink? You pour them a very little amount of our cheapest alcohol, okay? Now you love that idea, right?
Any persuasion checking.
You love that idea.
Such a fucking sheep stick.
18. Cheap
Alright.
skin.
It's silent, and then
Good man. I mean, we sell all our drinks are selling so reasonably they may as well be free, Right, I get back.
so you're making a price list of how much percentage do you want to make on each?
A teeny bit less than what would be standard in this sort of realm of the city. So
Okay,
like a
yeah,
good
yeah.
deal, but like
So to
still making
undercut,
profit, obviously. Well, not just undercut, but more like it's like opening day, like kind of deals and shit.
Yeah, sure. So on.
Everything's a bit more cheap than it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Except for food, which is expensive, But all bars have expensive food. But we do a mean pancake. We have like a pancake hour in the like.
I mean, that's automatically a happy hour in my book.
Yeah, exactly. Alright.
Okay, so Raven, you're out in town for a little bit more. Jet, in the meantime, you have anything?
Nothing in particular. After I did the report things, I would just be a teacher for Nat, and I would also, when she's doing stuff on her own, I would just be like meditating and getting more familiar with my powers. My powers. I do need the like hour at the 1 and 2 to get my key back.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Other than that, it is a quiet day. And Raven, you are just like dropping off the reports at the Blacksmith Tower.
Yeah, well, I figured I did it like when I was over there checking for the guy with the what's his name with the pyramid. Because it's literally just opposite Bill Grimm Selbin. I was like, oh yeah, I totally would have dropped them off while I was like, 1 street away from the tower.
Yeah, no, you can definitely hand it over to Savengriff.
Savengriff, my boy.
Okay.
Also, I've got a bit of a big oof. Not a big oof, like a medium to large oof. I think maybe it's just possible that for that last fight we had in the lair, the Xanathar's lair,
Yeah, sword dance.
I might actually have been able to use my blade song. Turns out that it scales with proficiency bonus, and since our proficiency bonus has been 3, I might actually get 3 uses per rest.
God, what
But
Run the fight, doesn't use blade dance.
Good news is it turned out just fine.
Man, we could have killed that dwarf so easily.
Turned out just fine.
That gives you movement speed and AC. Anything else?
Movement speed,
enough.
AC.
That's enough.
Gives me concentration check bonus. Gives me,
That's enough.
just things. Just things.
That's enough.
Advantage in acrobatics checks.
Oh, that could have happened, yeah. Oh, you gotta change it so it says you did feature thrice, Chris. Not twice anymore,
You right.
Alright.
Okay. Anyone else wanna do something during the day? Or do we skip until like 4 p.m. while we gather?
Yeah, 4 p.m. Let's be a party again.
All right. Yeah. So the hour struck by. You all go your separate ways until the time you promise to reconvene, and let's say you all reconvene in the tap room.
Alright, you guys all ready? Grand opening. Mordai, you're happy to be like the bouncer, right?
I thought what's her face was gonna be a bouncer, or is she still not? Is she not around anymore?
Who's what's her face?
Who?
Your what's her? The half orc.
Yagra?
Yagra. Didn't she want a place to get alcohol? I was gonna be a bouncer for it. I thought she said something about that. But I mean, she might have left after the boss got kicked out. I remember.
No, if she shows up, I don't know. I'm not paying her, but if she wants to do it for free, I guess that's fine. Like,
Give me like 2 drinks, probably fine, right?
no. Alright, but if she doesn't show up, no. Who else wants to be? You alright being there, Mordai, or no?
Oh, I can be there.
Yeah, you're a scary looking guy. You know, got red horns. And like, what else? What else? There's something else. The waitress should show up soon. Like the place I heard her from said she'd get there, you know, before we open. So she hopefully will come knocking any second. I look at the door, Jacko. Nah, maybe not this second, but I'm sure some second she'll come knocking.
Yeah, so,
And then like, what are you two gonna do tonight? I look at like Jed and Raven. You just gonna like mingle, or you gonna work the bar? Or you gonna like, you know? Oh, we're gonna have a gambling table. I like point to like a pretty big table. One of you guys want to be like the dealer, and you can cheat them out of their money if you want, Raven.
Wait, we're gonna have a gambling table?
Yeah. Mo came over and he gave me this like license for it and everything.
Sounds like you should be the dealer then.
Yeah, but I'm a singer.
Wait, you say gave you the lessons or gave you the license?
The license.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry, I thought you said lessons. Yeah, okay.
People love to spend money. You know, we take the house's cut. You know, 10% on all the take-ins. Easy times. Nice little money maker on the side. Yeah. And what, Jed? You're just gonna chill?
I'm just gonna chill and be an additional bouncer, I suppose.
Additional bouncer. Yeah. 2 doors.
I'll keep people on the correct side of the bar.
Yeah, you're the inside bounce. Like, make sure no one's fucking with Liv, you know? But Liv's old taught, you know. I mean, obviously he was an expert bartender already, but now he knows how to, you know, deal with the annoying patronage and nowadays. And look at that. He's got, like, the cleaning mug thing down, adjusted to where the mug's floating in the air. It's beautiful, right?
What a job he is doing.
And I'm like, I don't know. Should we do anything about David tonight? Like, just have him in the back, should work in the kitchen. I figured we'd have a small food menu, you know?
Yeah, sounds like a job for him.
His head pops out of the kitchen. I heard my name.
Yeah, David. Tonight's one of the most important parts of our act as, you know, normal bartenders, and that's our opening night. Very important we make a good impression so the general public have no idea what the real purpose of this endeavor is, okay? So tonight's gonna be perfect. No mention whatsoever of the great Lord himself, okay? Very important.
About the beauty of the eternal flame.
Yeah, you can say that. People don't know what the eternal flame means. They think that's like fully something good. They're fucking idiots. You know? Alright, but
Idiots they are.
yeah, exactly. You got it. Not like you, David. Now, but we are still serving food, so you know, occasionally, we'll get some of the orders back to you in there. You know.
I will do my duty until
Oh, you better.
rushes back into the kitchen.
Okay. But yeah, apart from that, I think we're all good. You know, just get started.
Okay, about an hour later,
She better show up shooting.
you you get a knock on the door, and a little round 21-year-old woman stands there. She has strangely white hair, but a friendly face, and says, "Hello, I'm Jasmine. I'm supposed to be your..."
Oh, Jasmine. I don't know what we hired you for, but come on, Jasmine. Right, I'm like, Jasmine, you must be the waitress.
Indeed. Well, yeah, I'm not quite sure what kind of tavern you're running, but I can
Find you by
Can-
drinks at.
help out. Yeah, I can serve drinks for sure.
Okay.
I'm-
Does she look like she's come dressed for being a normal waitress?
She looks like she's wearing simple commoner's clothes, but
That's what a tavern this is. I'm like, all right, well, this is a bit of an unusual place. You see the mug there? That's floating because we have a ghost bartender. You're not scared of ghosts or anything, right? He's harmless.
I've heard the stories. I was one of the only ones interested.
Nah, well, he's great. He's a great guy. Liv is his name. So doesn't speak much, quiet guy. But when he gets you just go get the orders from people at the table. The big groups. Bring them to Liv. Tell them to him, and he'll pour them all up. Put them on a nice tray. You take them over. I imagine you know how to do it.
And yeah, just shout it over the bar, and he'll understand.
I mean, if it's like one drink, maybe. But like if it's a big order, just like walk around the bar and just like so he can.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, he has a physical space. I don't know where it is, but I think it's somewhere near the mug.
And I shouldn't walk near him.
I don't think he cares. Liv, do you care if she walks through you? 1 for yes, 2 for no.
You hear a tap on the bucket,
Oh, he seems to mind a bit. Alright, try not to walk through him.
I'll make sure to not go behind the bar if I can avoid it.
Alright, just go over here. I point to, like where the bar basically becomes like, where you would stand if you were coming in out of the bar,
All right.
It's probably fine to just stand there and talk to him.
Yeah, she kind of hovers like on the corner right now.
Yeah.
And-
that's the price. So let's try to memorize it. So you can tell people how much stuff costs and everything. I'm sure you're an expert at this. Oh, and here's the group. I'm Max. That's Raven. And that's Jet. That's Mordai. We got a guy in the kitchen called Dave, but
Hello.
he's next to the kitchen.
I'm Jasmine.
Oh yeah, maybe there might be a slight food orders. I don't expect many, but if so, just go up in the back and tell Dave what they want. But try not to speak much to Dave. He's a little strange.
Cooks usually are.
Yeah. Head in the
Really.
game.
All right. I'll do my best, sir.
Sure. How much are we paying you again? Have I already paid?
You've already paid the agency, yes.
Great. Well, obviously tips are all yours, so put on a good show.
Thank you very much.
I don't know tipping culture, and forgot it helps, but maybe it's a culture thing.
All right. By the way, as you open the door for Jasmine, you do see behind her there's the few people loitering about. They're not like standing in front of the door in a queue, but they are. It's relatively busy in the Trolls Colony right now, and there's you can tell there's a few eyes on your building. With interest.
All right, Mordai, start doing
Around
your job.
what time is it?
It's like 5, right?
5 p.m. right now.
Yeah, so you can start drinking. I'm like, all right, Mordai, part of your job balance, obviously, you encourage people to come in as long as we have space, go do your thing, man.
Okay, so yeah. I walk outside and welcome to the Troll Skull Manor.
Woo! Max says from the window.
Drinks
Yeah,
are pouring. Come on in.
A few small groups stop in their tracks and regard you. And after a few hush whisperings, you see about seven people.
Oh, people 5, yeah, we're in business, baby.
Walk in.
Yeah,
Well,
I do like yo, come on in, and as people come like walk past me, I'm like, and no funny business. Come on in.
Oh, he done this.
Yeah, you hear like small whisperings while they're walking past you. And you well, I kind of thought it was a prank. Oh wow, this is very exciting. And
Oh, baby.
suddenly everyone else gets welcomed by a group of 7 patrons, but they swiftly depart, and there's one group of two groups of 3 people, and one person that seems to be alone sitting at the tavern.
Okay. And the guy who's alone, so it's got to be at the bar, right?
Yeah, he's at the bar, exactly.
Does he look impressed by the floating mug?
The mug's not currently floating.
Live, I'm gonna live, do the floating thing.
Ooh, yeah. As soon as you say that, a mug lifts up, and
My God, no wonder! A ghost bartender. Who can believe it? I look around at the sitting patrons.
the guy at the bar, wide-eyed, immediately starts bolting out of the door.
The story's the truth. More like shut the door.
And you listen to a small to the other groups that are a little bit.
No room for the faint-hearted here at Tool School Manor. Only room for the brave.
Okay, yeah, and Jasmine goes over to the first group and starts. You hear cheerfully her say, welcome to the Troll Skull. Can I get your order?"
Perfect.
And they get normal ales from the tap. But shortly after, Mordai, you're still outside, and you see coming up is with a lazy gate is 3 strings. And he has he doesn't have a lute around his shoulder at the moment, but he has like a little, almost like professional bag, like that is lute size, in one hand.
It's got a machine gun in it.
Perfect cover.
Good day. Come on in.
I'm assuming I'm allowed. Yeah. Okay. I'm on the list. I'm on the list.
Of course.
Where's my gambling table?
Can be why don't you have this like little bit here, like this, like this
Sure.
little bit.
Yeah, you can have a table then.
Just by the way, Jacko, sorry to interrupt the opening scene, but I've been puzzling over why the text in my Blade song was different at the bottom. Where it says you can use this feature twice, you gain all spended uses rather than the proficiency bonus thing. Because I was pretty damn sure I copy-pasted it. It doesn't look like something I'd write out to myself with bullet points and everything. The Blade Singer was originally published in the Sword Coast Adventurer's Guide, which is where I've been using it from. It was republished in Tasha's Cauldron of Everything at the end of November last year, with 2 minor changes. And with your, assuming you'd rather use the more up-to-date version, which in my defense is only been very recent. The 2 minor changes are that Blade Song is now proficiency bonus uses, but does not refresh on a short rest. It's only a long rest. So minor enough, but I think that's fine. Especially since my proficiency bonus is now 3, I'll live with it. And the other is the updated extra attack, where you can use a cantrip during your extra attack, which you couldn't in the original version of the class.
That's nice.
So this was like, yeah. So like Tasha's being the more recent publication, I assume we should consider this like the revised version. I don't know. I didn't realize that
Yeah,
Sword Coast was so like was
so
not
all Sword Coast features have been put in Tasha's.
all of them have been in Tasha's. Okay, yeah, okay, yeah.
So
So
just basically like
an
so
updated
technically
Sword Coast.
Player's
Okay, cool.
Player's Handbook, Xanatos, and Tasha's like cover all base rulebooks now.
Okay,
That's
well, that's useful.
It's like mostly like a lore thing, like a setting.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
They tack on a few.
Okay.
Spells.
So I shall, yeah. So all of my features now are long rest features. Nice. That's easy to remember.
Okay. Yeah, and the 3 strings walks up to you, Max, and says, "Hey, dude. Well,
Hey man,
I'm ready." He lifts his bag.
alright. I made a little performing area, like this table, like you can like kind of stand on it now, and there's like I put a chair on it, so you can like kind of sit down with your loot and like up on a bit of a.
And I feel like
table.
this is the gambling table. I'm going to gamble here.
You like that more? Okay, but then maybe this should be the stage area, no? Okay,
Ooh,
3 strings. The bit that Raven decided wasn't good enough for him, and that's your spot right there, my man.
All right, well, very cool. From what I hear from Cataclysm is that you did pretty well with the Emerald Enclave party. Yeah, they were the band that was playing with me.
Oh yeah, they're good. Yeah, they're not bad. They're not bad.
Yeah.
Nice guys, nice guys. Yeah,
All
it's nice.
right.
I mean, yeah, you will know tonight. I'll knock him down later if I'm still sober enough to hold my loot.
Don't worry, I don't crack under pressure. This is my setting.
No, I saw you in the hideout. You were doing
Yeah.
well.
What I want. This is right. I don't crack under pressure. Don't you?
Yeah, when he kind of goes up there, I kind of turn to the crowd like, ladies and gentlemen, welcome the amazingly talented 3 strings. Yay!
Woo!
You hear like murmuring. Ooh, 3 strings from the Islamic portal.
So I've been skimming versions of my archetype really closely for the last few minutes. How many people have we got
Right
in?
now, we have 7.
7.
No,
Okay.
one ran away. One ran away.
No, 6.
That's okay. That sounds like a number of free drinks we can afford. As long as it's not 600, then we're in
But
trouble.
they haven't even mentioned it yet. It's great.
Oh,
It's
really?
only Town Guard that get free tricks.
No,
It was only City Watch.
I think it was mentioned the advertisement.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, we can see the advertisement.
But you do
Also, it
see,
says it's a free shot, and I had my pistol right here, so we'll see how many people.
anyone who's paying close attention to the drinks being served, you do see that Liv is pouring a small amount, like less than half of a glass for the first drink at least.
I'm
So
not
you
trying
seem-
that.
Seems to be taking that into consideration.
Okay. So basically, we're giving them one small drink for free to start the night, and then sure. One free drink with a purchase of 5 bigger drinks. That's our business model.
You love to hear it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just,
And
I know.
I'll just be like behind the bar, out of the way, but still being able to watch over the bar for any fuckery,
Yeah, until it kind of gets actually kind of like a bit busy in Max's mind, I might actually help more out in the streets, like, convincing passersby to come in, that kind of stuff. I'm pretty persuasive. I won't obviously get really, like blow the whole candle, but like I'll give a little taste of what's inside in terms of music.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you can decide amongst yourselves who gets to roll it, but one of you gets to roll persuasion with advantage.
I'm pretty good at persuasion.
Yeah, definitely.
The plus 11 versus the plus
Right.
whatever board I have.
Yeah, so I'm on the streets.
Four.
Plus 4, yeah, I'll do it.
Hey, mine's 5. I'll have you know.
Oh, 21, not very, pretty good.
And Mordai, for your duties as a bouncer, please roll me a perception check as well.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah, you spend some time outside and trying to lure customers in. Very
Yeah.
nice. Interestingly, shortly after you head outside, Max, you do see a familiar face. You see Raynor Neverember in a fancy yellow suit come up.
Yellow suit, man, a little overdressed, but alright, you know. He didn't know the dress code, I understand.
And he comes up and says, "Hail! Wow,
Hey, man. Good to see you, man. Been what, like, it's gotta be at least like 3 days. It's like a lifetime for us.
well, since the explosion, I believe, which
4 days?
has been a few days.
Few days. Well, welcome. It's great to have you here.
Well, let me say congratulations. You're surely quickly making your way into this.
Oh,
upwards
yeah.
of-
It's the most exciting thing that's happened today.
Sure of it. Well, here, let me give you a present as a congratulations for.
You shouldn't have.
Starting up the
Thank
business.
you.
Yeah, and he gives you like a wrapped wine bottle of some
Ooh.
kind.
That behind me.
That's,
Pop that in my little satchel for now, you know.
so, says, well, do you mind if I?
No, of course. I guess I will head in myself when the, it's starting to bustle a little more.
Now, wait, let me quickly. What's his name?
Dave.
Oh, now Floon did warn me
Flu.
about the ghost in there, but he's not dangerous, is he?
Oh, no, he's serving drinks right now. He's an excellent bartender.
I'm glad to hear it. All right. Yeah, he heads in and also sits at the bar. You know, he doesn't know anyone else.
No.
He gives you a friendly a nod, Jet. As you're
They've got to get more people in to chat with. We got to know.
yeah, and as you are both standing at the door, you do see more and more patrons come out. There's a little bit of a swapping around as people come and leave. But over the next hour, about 8 more people join, including.
15. That's not bad. Still early. 9 is young.
Including these boys, Maloon, Wardragon, and Alphalos.
Ooh, who is she?
He is Atlas.
Yeah, and Maloon comes up with a wide grin. Says, Trollskull Manor, I've heard tales of this for years, now I can finally have a drink.
You had a drink here the other day.
Yeah, I was about to say, what a mood.
Of course, you've always let me a drink, but I mean...
Oh, yeah, now you can pay us for one.
I mean, I've heard the first one.
Oh, of course. I'm assuming Maloon, you're the one to stop at the first one. But
Don't you worry, I might come
well, I knew he was going to stab me. I stabbed him first. I'm like, and sorry. Wait, do I know this person, Jagger?
Yeah, you would.
Yeah, Alphalos, he's also part of the Black Seth Tower.
Oh, that's dude. Why did you never say he was so hot?
He's an elf, they're all hot.
That's true.
Hey, you stay away from my Alphalos, okay?
I was gonna say,
That ass is
I'm
mine.
glad you're having so many private lessons with him, man.
Tell me about it. You're dreaming, man.
Yeah, but Alphalos is pretty quiet right now, and as well, sounds pretty quiet in there.
Well, the night is young. And, 3 strings.
I don't know. Got things going. 3 strings is our fun. I'll throw some mugs at him.
Great. That always gets the party started.
Yeah, he's learned to avoid him, but
You're permanently taking dodge action on their turn.
oh, and as Maloon enters, he with a boisterous yell, "Oh, Raynor!" and they give a friendly hug to each other.
The entire fighting between Silver Hands and Harper's is Maloon and 3 strings.
And yeah, Outlaw is kind of like awkwardly standing there, behind the two.
Has anyone gone to the gaming table out of interest?
No, not yet. Well, how
I'm
often is
shuffling
it-
cards like I'm shuffling cards like intimidatingly.
Yeah, so describe to me like exactly. So you've set up the largest table in the room,
Yeah.
and you have a deck
I
of cards.
was sitting on this side. I'm dealing from this side of it. I mean, the chairs aren't quite in the right positions, but ignore them. And yeah, I'm shuffling cards and looking welcoming.
Okay.
Intimidate.
We can have a little sign saying what card game we're playing today.
Blackjack.
All right.
Definitely blackjack.
All right, then a card saying blackjack. Minimum
Blackjack,
£8
okay.
buy-in, whatever.
Let's see. Fantasy blackjack.
Well, you can do normal blackjack.
It's actually called Blackstaff.
Wait, how old is blackjack? Oh, that'd be good. Like the ace is just there's like a picture of blackstaff. On
I want specifically a game where I don't really have to worry about anyone cheating. So like blackjack,
Yeah.
where like I handle all the cards.
yeah.
Okay.
Someone brings their own cards. So.
Like poker, they could literally have an ace up their sleeve or something. But like blackjack, I know what I'm
It's like you have
dealing.
an extra card. That's kind of weird. It's like, what do you mean?
Okay.
You can, like,
Yeah.
hide the other card,
That's two sleight of hand checks then.
As you're let's say that as you're sitting there, the group that first went in of the on the evening of 3 people, a man and two women. After about an hour, they seem to have been lubricated a little bit and head over. And then the man says, "Oh, blackjack, I know the rules of this. You can win if you just count."
That is how it works, sir. Would you like to chance a gander?
Oh, ladies, you know me. I'm a smart one. And he sits down confidently.
Okay. Yeah. I don't try and cheat at all, Jacko. I just honestly deal hands of blackjack.
But the nice thing is you don't need a cheat to be at a casino, but you get
Exactly.
yeah, like why cheat when you make money?
Just math, okay. Okay, yeah, you spend some time. doing
Despite what Max said, I think the minimum hand is,
Yeah, so I mean that's actually.
I think 1 gold. Like, it's steep, but like, not like...
There's a lot in a ball.
Yeah. In a bar, you're right, we are a bar, not a casino. No, it's not high stakes. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. We'll start with a silver. But, like, I think going forth, we'll have, like, a period of every evening, which is, like, the high stakes period, where, like, the buyers are gold.
We get the open lords in those nights, and
Yeah,
yeah. Let's gamble. Oh, baby.
But yeah, okay, it's a minimum bet is a silver.
Fucking
Well,
mafia.
but I guess it's not a bet, it's a buy-in for a hand, right? So
I don't have a mouth blackjack.
yeah, but it's like The point is, mathematically, we should walk away with more money than they do at the end of the night.
Gamble,
But
one hand is a silver.
yeah.
Yeah, minimum buy-in a silver. Okay.
I can keep that going all night as well. So even if we're really unlucky.
Yeah, I
Athalos
mean,
joins up and sits next to the other man.
Athalos, can I deal you a hand? And I wink at him.
Max laughs him outside. Somehow he knew.
I like to play, but can you remind me the rules? It's been a while since
It's very simple.
gone for games.
You get 2 cards to begin with. The goal is to reach as close to 21 as you possibly can without going over. You're competing against me, the dealer. Picture cards are worth 10, aces are worth 1 or 11, whatever is most advantageous to you.
Alright, so
Deal
we are
always
not
stands at
stealing
17.
Sorry, Ian?
That's
What?
fine.
Dealer always stands at 17.
Oh, that's true. Dealer does always stand at 17. Yeah,
Or dealer like.
yeah. He doesn't need to know what I'm doing though. But yeah, dealer. Yeah, no. The dealer is played. It's not the dealer's choice at all. It's big mathematics, like mechanically. Like you always hit if you're below 17 and stand at 17 or higher.
Okay. Yeah, you learn him the basics of blackjack. Teach him the basics.
Yeah.
Well,
Raven's not like a he's not like a sort of a real card shark, but he does have like a he's definitely he can sort of like do like a bit of a flip shuffle and stuff. Like he's very sort of proficient with his hands. He's not like
We are a very dexterous party.
he's not the most like crazy card dealer you've ever
Okay.
seen. But
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
he's definitely held cards before.
Morda, you're keeping an eye out, and you do see on the entrance of Sorsko Alley suddenly, which seems to be a detachment of the City Watch, coming closer. About 3 people in their City Watch uniforms, and 2 people behind that aren't currently wearing any uniforms.
Okay.
Okay.
I adjust my gambling license on the wall behind me for like extra like visibility, like you know.
You hide it, but it says only 1 copper buy it.
Yeah, and as you get closer, you see, these are like City Watch grunts, basically privates. Pretty young, like they're all around. Can't be older than 20. And they all seem very excited. Free drink, let's go! Oh, my shift's been.
Oh yeah. When I hear this outside Jacko, because I'm like, I actually like, oh shit, and I run in. I want to quickly go up to tell Liv. I mean, we'll play it. I want to be like, oh, and if anyone in like the says the City Watch, you give them a proper full normal drink, right? We don't want to piss off any of those guys.
Okay.
I give them the door. Well, come in, welcome.
Yeah, they mostly have eyes for the inside of the tavern. They seem pretty eager. And behind them, you see 2 familiar faces, Sergeants Cromley and Barnabas Glasswind.
Oh, Blashwind himself.
BB as I call him.
Dude, if we wanted to really ruin Jacko's campaign and we cast Fireball right now, man, that's the DM, bro. Oh,
I
baby.
don't have any left.
Hardest DM job in the world.
Lightning bolt, fireball. What's the difference?
Yeah, that's true.
They just need to line up, you know.
Gentlemen, welcome.
We all do the what is that fucking?
Everyone blasts everything easy.
Anyway, I started blasting.
Hello, Mora. It's a real pleasure as always seeing you outside of our prisons. It's great to see you doing so well. Stand up, citizen.
Not
It's just-
in.
I'm sure.
What is this
A
shit?
nice respectable job like bouncing. None of the girls do that.
And you see Barnabas on stage.
Yeah,
And he's
Keep walking, and cause no trouble.
of course, I never implied you did. He whispers.
No. I tell them cause no trouble. Like
Oh, okay.
any business in there, and I wink.
Oh,
at
we are upstanding citizens of the law. Don't you worry about that. Yeah, and the members of the City Watch sit over here on the 3 stools, boisterous about
Oops.
getting their money's worth.
Don't take out the jokers, Chris, before you deal.
Yeah, I know. I got a 7 and a Joker, man. Like I win. And by the way, Althalos, Jokers count as 14. So
Interesting rule.
Or -2, whatever.
Ooh.
Right. Yeah, I mean, now it looks like we start to get a bit more busy. I mean, I'll come in actually now. I'll have more I sit outside, and I'll just like entertain the guests. Like go around tables, make chats with like all the people drinking, ask them names, like introduce myself as like the proprietor. Just try and make sure everyone's having a good time.
Sure. Make a persuasion check. See how well you're doing. When the members of the City Watch enter, Raven, the little group that had gathered in front of your table, other than Althalos, they seem to skedaddle pretty
the
quickly.
scatter,
afterward.
yeah.
But,
Cool, excellent. I keep the bets from that hand.
Oh, baby.
But after a few minutes, with their drinks in hand, the three men, still dressed in their uniforms, come sit over, and
Gentlemen, I greet them with like a warm smile. Round of blackjack?
oh yeah, we're masters, aren't we, guys? I mean, some of us are better than you.
Go on.
And Althalos is like, well, it seems you're quite busy, so I'll get out of here. And he stands up.
Get in the mind.
Not leaving Althalos.
Well, I don't have too much going. Our job doesn't pay.
No, I meant not leaving for the night.
Oh no, I'll stick around. I'm trying to get better at the whole social gathering element of
I feel you.
of living.
Fucking mood, mate. Anyway, have a good one. Now, I can tell I've got my hands full with you professionals. So, shall I deal you in?
Right.
Gotta, flick shuffle rattle the cards intimidatingly, and then
Nice.
yeah.
Okay. About 5 minutes after Sergeant Cromley and Blastwind come in, Morla, you see more familiar faces.
Oh my god,
God,
Very
an
busy
all-star night.
today.
It's the Black Star herself.
Davil Sarsong and Yagra. Enter. Davil is dressed, very nicely as he always is, in like a dark purple made out of like silk. It seems like Yagra is in her usual clothing. And
So-
there's
This is
been a
awkward.
bit of a debate as they walk.
When
in.
I see, I kind of like rush forward towards them as I see
Okay,
them
yeah.
coming up. Hey,
Hello,
hey there, hey
Morla.
there.
Pleasure as always.
Pleasure is all mine. Great to see you here. The opening and all that. There are a number of guards inside at the moment, including Mr. Barnabas.
Oh, you invited a magister.
No. Not,
He came
not
off his own
me,
volition.
and not sure who else. Did we? I don't know.
Maybe even worrying that he came off his own volition. However,
Yeah,
don't you worry. My name has been cleared completely in the eyes of the law.
Has it?
I am a well-standing citizen, and I made sure that some of the members of the city watch saw to that as well.
Right.
Yeah.
But is Barnabas gonna think that?
Barnabas, I have had encounters with him before. He is a short-sighted fool. No pun intended. The glasses.
I agree with that. Yeah. Good one.
Ah, thank you.
Yes, boss.
I just looking at these tokens, I'm coming to appreciate. There's two kinds of men in this world. There's like the camp, which is like Davil, Raven, Althalos, Jet, Raynar, and then there's like Barnabas, Barnabas' friend, whatever his name is. Maloon, like this, you're either like real sort of like Twinkie with long hair,
Yeah,
or you're kind of like gruff and beardy, like one or the other.
Max is debating which way he wants.
Yeah, Max is like he's weighing his options.
I can either let my hair grow out or I can
Or
let
go
my
to
beard grow.
Half elves don't do good with beards, is all I'm saying.
Yagar speaks up and says, "But hey there, newbie. I thought I was supposed to be the bouncer. I mean, you did promise me the job, didn't you?"
It's been going on for a while now,
I was just keeping it warm
Well,
for
you
you,
didn't
you know.
tell me. I didn't know.
Yeah, well, you can be the bouncer from now on. I don't mind.
Well, first I want something to drink.
Okay, sure.
Oh wait, am I allowed to drink on the job? It's pretty important to my whole deal.
It's essential.
Yeah, talk to Max or Raven. Someone.
All right, wait. So you're not the guy in charge then?
Well, we all are, but I'm currently out here. Talk to them inside.
All right.
All animals are in charge, but some animals are more in charge than others.
Yagar heads in. Followed closely by Davil, who gives you a smile.
Yeah. It's like. Heard you might be, for some reason, have been angry at me for some reason. Past.
Oh no, don't worry about it.
All
We're
good?
all good. Forgive and forget.
Okay. What for, if I may ask?
Well, was a bit of a misunderstanding when you graciously allowed me to stay for the night. I was rudely awoken.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I
yeah.
understand that none of that was your fault specifically, just maybe the fault lies within your selection of friends.
Yeah, possibly. Well, have a good one. I'll join in after Yagar comes out here.
Sure, I'll be glad to see what you've been up to. And he walks in. Just face to face with Max. Ah, it's you.
Oh, it's you. It's such a surprise.
Oh God, it's you!
Have you been here before by chance?
You see, as soon as he enters, you see Sergeant Cromley stand up, but Barnabas lowers his hand and he sits back down. He says, I am quite well. And congratulations on being a successful businessman.
Oh, thank you. It's quite the
Well,
honor.
I suppose we have to wait and see if it works out, don't we?
Sure. I mean, it wasn't exactly my life's ambition anyway, so a nice little side hobby. But welcome. I'm sure you know your way around.
I do indeed. What a gracious host you are.
Yeah, well, don't let me stand in your way. Although he starts moving your way, it's like moves like that.
And he starts having he walks up to Raynor and starts having a hushed conversation with him. Raynor's leaning a bit backwards, but it's friendly.
How do you get your hair quite so red? Mine just won't get as dark.
The colour won't stay.
I kind of look at Yagu, who's like standing next to me, is like, you want something?
Thanos is like, oh, you guys are the ones buying up all the hair dye, huh? I'm stuck with white because you guys won't leave any red for the rest of us.
Poor manly man using all the hair dye in the Yaguro stands next to you and says, well, yeah, I used to have a job at the portal, but I don't really trust that place anymore after it was raided and all that. So
we get raided all the time, so just warning you.
Yeah, but it's by the watch.
I don't know.
Just five people.
That's my main issue. Anyway, Mordai promised me a gig here. Keep out the bad types and all that. And maybe you got free drink here and there in return, maybe some coin.
Mm-hmm.
He said to ask you if that's all right. I don't know.
Yeah, sure. I can show you they go out there, I guess. Don't look too threatening. Don't scare off the customers.
Yeah, with my pretty face. She gives you a
Alright. Yeah.
Alright. She makes a stop at the bar, gets a full stein, and heads back outside. Well, I'm pretty comfortable out here for now. Morai, get your ass in there.
Yeah, gladly.
At this point,
give me a
when
drink.
you've
I'm gonna
gotten
make
a bit,
I get there and I get a drink. Flop them
no,
between the
no,
important people.
I'll stay in this corner here, but I'll
Shifty.
yeah, I'm
Should have been invisible this whole time, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. Being another invisible person, like
Yeah.
who goes?
You can pretend to be an invisible
You're
bartender.
obscure.
Dude, we didn't even need a ghost bartender. We could have just had Jet be invisible and do everything. Oh.
Could have been. Yeah, it's gonna be great. Anyway, next time. Samia's gonna be sipping some wine in the corner here, just making. Still, like, keep an eye on. Again, nothing shifty happens along the.
Okay.
This is my area.
Give me a perception check.
Okay. There are some pretty shifty people here right now, so.
Some pretty shifty people.
That's only a 5 though. Oh no, not 7.
Not advantage.
Not advantage. So 17.
Okay. Yeah, you keep an eye on.
How's free strings doing, Jacko? Let me know when I gotta save the day.
Ooh, he did well in the first couple of hours, but you see he's getting pretty quiet, pretty tired now, and he's a professional, so he's having some more like small breaks between songs.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, at the end of the next song, I'll kind of like, as everyone's kind of clapping a little bit, I'll kind of, clap loud and be like, all right, everyone, like, give it up for free string. Yeah, thank you. What a man.
Does a lot of
what a
push.
man. And then I kind of, head towards it myself, and it's like, kind of, weird to introduce yourself. Like, give a look at free strings.
if you want, I can.
Yeah, dude, come on, man. I gave you the good shit. Hyped you up. So I kind of, set up my loot.
Of course. Okay. Well, everyone, this is a new talent from the underground scene of Waterdeep. He has been is a rising star. Please, welcome to the stage.
Raven, use that wonder pyrotechnics.
Sold it, mate.
What the fuck? Make sparks or some shit. I was like, I like managed to
Okay,
break
I
it.
prestidigitation something like a little bit like.
Yeah, okay, but even before the magic enhancers, you hear some very enthused clapping coming from the table like closest to the stage, and you see one in specific one person in specific, a man stand up. Woo! Max voltage.
Oh fuck! What he knows my name.
And after a few seconds of looking at him, you do recognize him. This seems to be the one of the members of the Dunk Sweepers Guild.
Oh, I love those guys.
Oh, wait, okay, I can make musical notes of prestidigitation. Okay, I give you like an epic power chord as your name is like max voltage, like wow.
Right.
Man, it's too much pressure. It's too much pressure. I don't want it to come down.
You aced the roll last session. I will give you advantage on your.
I have advantage anyway because there's like fucking a crowd of like 50 people.
Oh yeah, no, I was considering 3 strings would give you advantage. Yeah, I'll give you another bonus. I'll give you. I'll say yeah, you fucking critted. I'll give you a +4 bonus. Even
Oh,
though,
baby, to advantage and a +4.
Oh my god, here it comes.
Come on.
Women faint, men faint,
If it's 1 in 400, I'll actually kill myself.
building collapses.
Alright, so this is without the +4, obviously. Oh no, that's no advantage yet. 25 or 29.
30.
29
29.
29.
to 39.
29.
39.
29.
The best song in the world.
Oh, baby. It's all coming together. It's like, everyone else was happy when we killed the beholder. This is when Max is really feeling it. Oh, baby.
Alright, very nice.
You love to hear it. He's so happy.
I found this boardcore version of tributes of Tenacious D.
Oh, baby, he found it. Nice. Oh, wow.
Okay. Yeah, you start playing, and yeah, the crowd's getting excited, and Yagra seems to let in kind of hesitantly, like a group of 5 girls are around like 19 or 20.
Oh, baby, show me.
And yeah, they're all like hushed, close together, excited. And
Reynard's fan
playing,
club.
They suddenly they rush over, over to you, Max, and they start not like loudly cheering, but they start like woo, woo.
Oh god, I'm trying to keep my composure.
Really excited. They seem to know who you are, I guess.
Jesus, as Max as a 17-year-old, the group of
Cross your legs, Max. It's showing.
Trying to be cool, remembering the notes and all that. Okay. Yeah. Anyone else want to do something right now?
Have fun.
After about an hour or so of dealing for these watchmen, because I don't want to short them on their opportunity to play blackjack. But if they're still around, I'll hour or so, I'll sort of after that hand, I'll take the cards back in, and I'll say, taking a 15-minute break here, gentlemen. I'm afraid dealer needs to mingle for a bit. But if you're still around, we'll resume at about. I check what the time is and tell them when we'll keep going.
Okay. Yeah, you see, they've been drinking consistently, and one of them says, "Well, get you yet."
I'm sure you will. Your luck is coming. Just keep on for another 15 or 20 hands. Okay. Yeah, and I want to mingle a bit, but I want to make my way over to. Actually, no. I'll before I mingle, I'll slip out the back door and go out to my study, and fetch the Gentarim spellbook, the encoded spellbook that I've been sort of sitting on all this time.
As he walks past me, I'll just tell him when you're going up anyway, just make sure the kids can come down.
I mean, if they haven't come down yet, they're probably not coming down. We're pretty loud down here. I'm sure they know what's going on. But if I see any of them, I'll give them the idea.
Okay.
And yeah,
yeah, you head up there. You do, in fact, meet them in the hall. Like they're sitting in the hall and they appear to be listening to the music, and
Well, double trouble. Just hanging out, are we?
well, yes, we're not sure if there's dangerous people around.
Yeah, there's a couple of
We're
them.
not allowed to go down from that.
Maybe give it a skip. It's a little rowdy down there. There's dangerous people, and that's just the town guard.
Ooh. Well, yeah, they usually chase us away with rocks.
Do they?
Oh,
Wow.
it's only when we try and steal bread, so that says we sometimes deserve.
All right. Well, yeah, I'd keep away from the downstairs for the next few evenings. You know, until it's a little less rowdy. Opening night, a few hiccups. Bust out of a bottle, smashing against the wall downstairs, like you know.
Oh, can you tell Sir Mordai that I want to practice with, becoming a fighter?
I'll give you this lovely silver coin if you never call him Sir Mordai again.
But he's very old, isn't he? Shouldn't I? I thought that was for respect.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. I'll give you both of these lovely silver coins if you never show him respect again. No, I'll give you it's just Mordai, okay? And I give him the one silver coin and head up the stairs.
I'll never really call him Mordai.
Was it
I'll
as
just
Nat
say
or
you.
whatever? That's right.
Thank you. I'm not really sure what this
Or red one.
very shiny.
It is very shiny indeed. I subtract a silver from my character sheet, and I go upstairs and get my book.
Okay.
And yeah, once I've acquired it, I want to head back downstairs and mingle my way towards Davil.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, Mordai, you make your way towards Davil, and yeah, Davil and Alphalos are having a quiet conversation. So, hey, who are you? Oh, I'm a member of the Black Tower. Oh, I am a part owner of the Ionic Portal. They're like making introductions. What's happening with that? With that song?
That's how it ends.
That's how it ends. Okay, cool. Yeah, and Raven, you come up behind them.
Yeah, just as perfect timing. Just as the first song was winding down, I say to Davil, "Star Song, how fare you? Happy to drink alongside." I'm gonna gesture with my head towards Barnabas's table.
Oh well, I'm not sure we're that close of friends, but if you have something to discuss between the two of us, I'll be happy to follow along. And he kind of like meets your gaze.
No, it's nothing so private. Just wanted to know what just was curious as to your standing with the the right arm of law and order in the city, given the occurrences last time you were here.
Well, the law and those that abide by it, they're idiots. Just a couple of misunderstandings in the law.
Hey, don't say it so loud. I'm hoping to play a few more hands with them this evening.
Oh, you mean those fools?
Yeah.
They're long gone. They're long gone.
I can't look over towards my table. Are they actually gone?
No, they're not.
Oh, you just mean they're like
one of
drunk,
them
gone.
resting their head on the table, and the other two are like
Yeah.
having a discussion among them.
Long gone is the best. Long gone when they can't add to 21 is the best time to play. Anyway,
I'm sure, but you might as well just pick their pockets right now. They won't even notice.
that's not sporting. I'd rather win their money by their own free will.
Ambitious. Are you sure you don't want to join our organization? I'm sure you'd be a nice fit.
Just I kind of ignore the question to kind of change the subject and like nod over to where Max is playing in the corner and say, "Kid's got a talent, you must admit. Bard yourself must appreciate the skill with which he strums those strings."
Well, I've given up the instruments a long time ago. I just don't have the time. And when people flock to you, naturally, who needs to do such an ostentatious performance? But I do admit, he does have talent.
So there was a thing I wanted to ask you about. And I kind of, pull out this, or like put from under my arm, produce this leather-bound spellbook and put it on the table in front of him.
Now, Raven, this is sounding mighty like a favor for the Century. Are you sure you wanna even start bringing this up?
Well, against my better judgment, but I've turned to everyone whom I can, and I was directed towards you.
name was mentioned. Now that is interesting. Alright,
By people in
I
high
will-
positions indeed. You came recommended.
What is this stone you present before me?
Well, a few days ago, we, and I just kind of gesture, you know, kind of encompassing the party, came across a band of that particularly egregious wing of your faction, those formerly ruled by Erstal Floxen. One of them was a spellcaster, a wizard, if I'm any judge. Or especially judging by the fact that he had this in his position, and I kind of like flip to the first page and reveal like the encoded spell script within. Guess I should be moving my token around during all this. I've put my mind to it, but not yet managed to interpret any of these writings. But a little birdie with a big staff told me that you might have a handle on the, you know, some of the basics of this encryption. I might be able to point me in the right direction of cracking it and interpreting the spells for myself.
Did you know? Oh, that's interesting, because I'm not really one for sitting down and reading tomes. He has a little look at the book.
You are familiar with standard Gentarim ciphers, though? Is this one of them in any sense?
He thinks for a bit and says, "Look, Raven, I'll keep it straight with you. I'm not quite sure I like how bold-faced your little group here is becoming. I've graciously offered my partnership and allegiance, but other than Mordai, you seem to have collectively turned it down. Now, of course, there's one group in the city that I hate even more than those unwilling to cooperate, and that is those using our name. So in this specific instance, I think I'll help you out. Mostly because it kind of takes no look. Really, anyone in our organization could crack this code. Are you sure you've asked anyone? Because I think Mordai will be able to help you with this as well."
Mordai professed little knowledge, but, you know, he's not a particularly trustworthy guy. I wink at you, Mordai, as you sit there, like, next to us.
Hey, I'm right here.
He's not the most literary type. His magic is of a different nature.
I mean, I really don't have time for this. Mordai, why don't I send you something to make it easier to crack the code tomorrow?
Sure.
This should
Much
be
appreciated,
knowledgeable.
Davil.
I don't know the arcane runes, but the code that they're embedded within seems to be pretty basic.
I appreciate it greatly.
I'm sure you are. Now, not that I don't mind the drink. However, is there anything special you might be hiding behind the bar? Something for valued guests such as myself?
Without, like, kind of breaking eye contact with him, I just say to the air, "Liv, get this gentleman something a little finer, why don't you?"
Okay. Yeah, you hear some clanking. Let me see, what was the nicest?
Clearly,
You guys gave us some fancy shit, right?
the
Yeah,
snake venom one. Clearly.
No, he brings out some Tree Walker's wine, the bright purple exotic elven drink, and yeah, pours a glass of it, and you see some honest appreciation on his face.
Enjoy, why don't you?
50 gold.
And a word of friendly advice, Davil. I can see why recent events in this building particularly might have left a sour taste in your mouth, and that's perfectly reasonable. But try not to take the rejection of your recruitment advances by some of us too personally. If only because, with every passing day, we become more and more people you can ill afford to have as antagonists.
You can roll me either persuasion or intimidation.
But
But
yeah, I'll go with
fits so much nicer.
persuasion.
Okay. He looks at you for a few seconds and then says, Well, I didn't mean anything bad by it. In the end, maybe I just don't take to rejection very well. It's a personal flaw of mine. But don't you worry, my interest in your group has not waned.
Enjoy the
I'm
wine,
sure to
Dabble.
come by in the future.
Do so. Do so. And I hope we continue to have a productive business relationship. Now, I've got some guards to fleece from their paychecks.
Ah, what a wonderful sentence.
And I head back over to my table. Gentlemen, sorry for the delay. At some point in that, I would have got myself a drink as well, just a standard glass beer or whatever. And I sit down and continue dealing for them.
Okay. Right. The evening on the passes without too much event, unless someone wants to act. This is kind of more a passive thing, but it's around 8:30, 9 p.m.
I want to make sure that I don't want to get her drunk, but I want to make sure that Yagra is well lubricated out there,
yeah. No, don't you worry. She every 15 minutes she comes in for a refresh. But she seems to be able to handle the whole drink well. Yeah, he's not
I know, right?
contest with her.
How much time does she spend out?
We're 2 hours into this D&D session. I'm like, right, time to go get another gin. She's having 15 minutes more drink.
Damn it, she's beating me.
She takes the drink outside with her.
Yeah.
I hope so. She's
Okay. But yeah, I just want to make sure that everyone who's helping out or in any sense is looked after.
I'm casually flirting with the woman watching. That's what I'm doing my dress.
All 19 at once.
No.
Persuasion check, if you wish.
However many.
Persuasion check. Ooh, that's a
Anyway, like I said, be right back. I'm getting another drink real quick while this is going on.
Persuasion check?
Persuasion check and a perception check.
Okay, but the persuasion's more important. Oh, baby, they're really into it. He's got game. Alright, now, the perception surely will be terrible concerning a lot of my effort on this.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Okay.
But I'm floating up a storm, baby.
Yeah, you're doing classic rockstar movements on stage.
Oh, yeah.
Pop right in front of them.
Yeah.
To the bottom of the shirt,
Oh, baby.
The crowd goes wild. You do, however, see that one of the girls in this group of 5 seems to be a lot less enthused than the others. She seems a bit removed from the other party, and she's standing with her arms crossed.
It's Joel Axel, isn't it? It's Joel Axel.
It looks like a normal human.
It's
woman.
Joel Axel.
Jacko.
She's kind of annoyed.
Wait, do I recognize? I know there's been a lot of chicks in my life, but I really don't recognize her.
No, you don't recognize her. No.
Alright then. Whatever, spoiled. Joel Axel, man, you can't get around me. Only he could resist my charms.
So during the evening, if I see that the fucking the fucking all-star party is always at the bar here most of the time.
Yeah, right. Let's save something for normal people. God, guys.
I'll occasionally, I mostly have a glass of wine that I drink from time to time, and I'll mingle around the room. I don't talk that much to people, but I'll keep an eye out.
Sure.
Make sure there's no fucker in the bar itself as well.
After another hour, I didn't prepare tokens for them, I'm sorry, but you do see Derek and Shefu enter from the Eternal Pagoda.
Okay.
Derek,
Yeah,
the giant Goliath, bald face, bald top of the head, and with giant, muscles, and the Loxodon female behind him.
Too big people.
Yeah, they take up a good amount of room, and they voluntarily sit over here in the corner. But as they enter, Dara gives you a large hand in the air, and a warm smile.
Yeah, I'll give him a wave back. I'll mingle with him a bit, but I won't stay for too long.
Okay, you
I'll,
keep to
I'll,
your.
Yeah, I'll keep to my job essentially.
Sure.
I'll
He's giving him
Tell.
options pat downs.
tell not to judge the wine too much, as I.
Okay, yeah, you see, Derek says, oh, this is great stuff, chats. I normally only drink in the dock ward, so I've never had an excuse to go so far north.
Well, if you find yourself in Bagura, it's a bit closer, isn't it?
Indeed. My path will lead me here more often. And he with both of his hands, he takes a mug to his face. Right. Oh man, it's a shame about the end of the song being so disruptive.
I can't hear it for some reason.
Oh, I can't hear the song, it's so nice.
I can hear. Oh, now I can stop song. Okay, I can. Noise.
Around the same time, Morda, you feel a tap on your shoulder, and you see Olivia stand there, a ponytail in her hair, out of her usual uniform, with a casual blouse, and she taps on your shoulder and says, "Oh, hey, Morda."
Hey there. What's up? Having fun?
Well, yeah, I don't usually come alone to a tavern, so normally I have a sword with me, so this feels kind of and I kind of feel naked somehow.
I see.
This is your chance to say it more like, hey, we're gonna see you naked.
Not the first time.
I said, well, anyway, wanna get a drink together?
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah, what's your face? What's your name? Ghost, live. Thank you. Come on.
It's something that you know the name, and yet still go, what's his face, Ghost?
Gets the first beer covered over him, and then.
No, let him better like that. No, he gives you both an ale, and yeah, you enter into conversation.
I guess I'll occasionally keep the fire going, just as something to do.
Raven, after a while, Cromley and Barnabas come over, and Cromley says, "Oh, hey there. If you don't mind."
All licensed up.
Oh no, we don't worry about that. I'm sure you've got everything in order. This is a night for entertainment for us as well. Now, we were wondering, old Barney and I, we have a little bit of a bet going on.
Yeah. Well, this is the corner of the room for that.
He seems to think that he is unbeatable when it comes to seeing things and calculating. And he's got a bit of a, ego to him in that respect. So I was wondering if I could knock him down a peg. What do you say if we play some of this blackjack and see if I can win a few coins off of him?
Well, now, typically, I wouldn't expect our patrons to play directly against each other. You're all playing separate hands against my hand, as it were. But, given that you've made the request, why don't you deal a couple of hands, Barnabas? Give your colleague here a chance to fleece you for some of that coin.
All right, I will. Yeah, Barnabas leans over and with surprising sleight of hand, he starts with insane speed, starts shuffling the deck as if he's like a professional. And you see, Cromley kind of gulp. They engage in
I just watch. I just let them play.
activities. Yeah, you see
And any other guests that are there can also be dealt in against Cromley if they like, but, you know, I stand aside as the dealer for a moment.
Patrons seem to be interested in watching this tap-a-tap. Yeah, after a while, it seems like Barnabas seems pretty experienced in these type of games. It's winning against the sergeants pretty handily.
No, Cromley, you had 20 there. You should have stuck, you fool.
Oh well, but what if I got that one? You know.
Yeah, if you got that ace, it would have been great. But unfortunately, you got the king.
Wow.
I know it seems like a pretty good card, but like, oh, whatever. Have fun.
Alright. Okay. After a while, Morda, you get another tap on the shoulder as you're engaging with Olivia, and you see standing there is
Your wife. Oh, no, it's been a while.
familiar looking tiefling, the tiefling you met at the Emerald Enclave. She's kind of like she has a raised eyebrow, like looking between you and Olivia.
The side bitch.
I didn't
They're all side bitches.
know you were busy. My apologies.
You
I thought
know.
we would have a nice time together.
We did. Very nice time.
Why don't we turn this twosome?
Into a freeze.
Impossible.
We still could, you know.
Oh, he's actually trying.
Oh,
Oh, dear.
Sec-
Even Winston.
Persuasion check.
Make a
Persuasion check.
persuasion check, Morda.
You gotta have disadvantage from doing it that openly, right? Oh my god.
You never know.
Have advantage. They love the
Yeah,
conflict.
advantage.
They love the
Tiefling
conflict.
in the guard, they have such
They love the
mixing.
conflict.
Make an animal handling check to
Oh!
these cats without their claws.
Oh god.
You say so.
No,
Okay.
not bad.
TC 14.
Yeah, you see the almost frown of the tiefling. That she's still not quite sure what her name is. It slowly turns into a sly smile, and she turns her head towards Olivia and says, "Oh, I'm down if she is." But Olivia,
Olivia.
eyes wide at the tiefling, looks at you, Mordai, says, "Oh, no, I might have made a mistake coming here. I'm sorry." And she like
Mordai!
walks towards the door. Well, not too much of a loss.
Right, that was a guy voice right there, Jacko.
That's my guy voice. Okay.
Okay, I think your alignment yet became chaotic evil.
This is where you're supposed to run after and be like, "No, I didn't mean it like that, Olivia." And then you live happily ever after.
I don't think Tom's about that.
No. I mean, the tiefling is pretty. I remember
Not like that. No.
Yeah, you rolled really fucking well in the hotness.
16 or something, or an 18 or something. Okay, yeah, you choose to spend your time with the tiefling, and you quickly learn that her name is Ashes.
Ooh, Ashes.
That's her stage name at least. Come on, you win.
Okay.
You'll never know.
Yeah, but the evening continues. The hours get later. The clock eventually strikes 11
Yeah.
and 12.
Yeah, when I start to get tired, I'll have a little break, let three things play, chat with the ladies, Yeah.
I'll occasionally I'll see with Raven if he just tell him if he ever wants to swap out. I'll take the gambling table for a bit.
Okay.
But other than that, I'll walk around.
Yeah, why don't you take over after Barnabas and Sergeant Crowley?
Are done.
Yeah, when they're done, and Jack makes his offer. I hand it over. I'm sure the guards don't even, Raven and Jet are pretty similar, just like me and Potrack. I'm sure they don't even notice, the difference.
I wouldn't be cheating, but I would slide of hands so my, shuffling seems a bit weird.
You slide hands so it seems weird.
So it seems...
So it looks like you're cheating, but not actually cheating.
No, I'm not actually cheating.
But you want to make it look like you're cheating.
Yeah, I want to make it look like I'm cheating, but I'm not actually cheating.
That's great for us.
Yeah, roll me sleight of hand, I guess.
I want to make people more like concentrated on me, so they forget the count. You know.
Sure.
That's
You see the people here are actually counting 6 decks. Well, we only playing. We use more than
21
one decks, right?
I don't think we have 6 decks. Maybe we have I think we have 3 decks or something. Maybe like.
Yeah, I'm gonna look very shady, but I'm like actually gonna cheat. You know?
That'll help business.
So you don't actually only get 21s. No, that's the
Yeah,
thing.
I don't actually get only 21.
Despite the way you just rolled with that sleight of
Yeah,
hand.
besides the fact that I rolled 21, yeah.
Okay, yeah, you make it look like you're cheating. Yeah, one of the guards, his eyes is are a bit like half closed, but after a few hands, just wait a minute. I saw that one of those guards was into your sleeve. What's your game, mister? What are you doing?
And what? And like, pull my good sirs. There is no sleight of hand. No.
It says, I died.
Wait, I know that term. Sleight of hand is what thieves use.
You're welcome to you're most welcome to check, but I can assure you this: there is no trickery afoot, only simple chance, my good sir.
All right, I don't think I'm not onto you. I know this game. First, the honest one sits down and feels the when we're all.
Damn it! The cop knows the good cop, bad cop routine.
This happens. Okay, I have my eye on you. Give me those cards. All right.
But only know being to accuse the dealer of cheating and then failing to show it is forfeiting the game. The hand.
Wait, is that a rule, guys?
Obviously, if you catch us cheating, you get the.
It's fake. You haven't cheated with the hand. We continue cheating.
Yeah,
You're right, and I'll call your bluff. Stand up.
you'll get
Right.
a double hand. Yeah.
I'm giving you a bet down.
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
Right.
And obviously, it doesn't find anything, so fucking forfeits a hand, bitch.
Yeah, he can't take some of his silver, but he does. He seems to revitalize his energy in the game, and he puts some bigger hands.
Yeah. And obviously, what I meant is you get like double a win if you catch a cheating.
When you say catch you cheating when you got a gambling license, you probably get in more trouble if you're trying to give them double their bet back. Otherwise, I think people would
Yeah,
cheat.
it's fine, you know. I'm just saying it. I'm not actually ever gonna cheat, you know, or gonna get caught cheating.
It's an interesting strategy.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not sure how well we can try to do this with police in the US or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's see. Okay, yeah. As you walk off from the gambling table, Raven, Althelos does wave you over.
Althelos!
Raven,
Upstairs? Just kidding. But not really.
I'm getting some weird signals from you. Are you alright?
Can I think back to my signals?
You're saying some interesting things, and I'm not sure how to deal with them.
How would you like to deal with them?
You know how it is for someone from the woods. Sometimes city speak goes past us.
So it does. I feel like I've been getting the hang of it, though.
Yeah, but perhaps more than me. Anyways, I did save you a goblet of wine. If you,
That was very kind of you. Don't mind if I do.
well,
I pull up a stool next to him. I like to sit myself down on the end. Means that whoever's serving us squeeze to get past a little bit if they're going out to any of the tables. But whatever, I don't give a shit.
Sure, yeah, you split yourself over.
He's a ghost. He can fly.
No, it's an actual waitress working.
Whatever.
Yeah, but she leads past.
It's okay. I assume we didn't hire a fat waitress, like, you know.
Oh. No, this episode's we're getting
Okay, demonetized.
a lot of misogyny in this episode. Is all I'm saying.
Not for moi. Alright, yeah, and you gained just a conversation. I'm not sure if you want to mention anything specific, otherwise we can just...
Well, I chat with Althalos in the kind of usual, slightly over-friendly way.
Alright, he's slowly warming up to a little bit as...
Yeah. I sort of bring up the in a sort of like slightly less lighthearted moment, I bring up the fight in the Xanathar's guild and mention, oh yeah, by the way, killed a beholder, just in case you hadn't heard.
Bloom told me about that. That is a feat I never managed myself, even though I greatly wish I possessed that power.
Not sure we possess that power, to be honest. We got lucky in more ways than one. But we did it. Overconfident brute. Lying there rotting now.
I remember that moment, and he kind of looks at his arm. I was face to face with a blue dragon. Alone. And I never felt more frightened in my life. I'm sure he felt something similar down there.
I think back to the moment I was charmed. I'm like, yeah, something similar. Suddenly felt a strong urge to run away at some point.
Indeed, well, it seems you're making good on your promise. You're getting stronger by the day.
It's what I always intended. I even got my tattoo done. I realised maybe I should have brought it up with you first, but I felt like, well, especially given that you were not my first master in retrospect, it felt like a decision to be made for myself. I thought I'd reached that point where...
Well, I didn't think you would find a skilled enough artist within the city.
Oh, yeah.
Cater to our needs.
I found a good guy, Orcish, works at a place called the Incubus. I think he might have been a bit on the evil side, but he did a good job.
Alright. Well, what animal did you choose?
Kind of, think to myself for a moment, take another, sip of the wine.
Was it a jaguar or a panther?
No, that's not what I'm thinking about. I take a drink and I, look him in the eye and say, well, maybe you'd like to see it for yourself.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, Babby.
Persuasion, come on, baby.
Come on, baby.
Oh man, that's a bad persuasion check. That's sad.
He says, yes, maybe next time we exercise, we can...
Okay, well, I probe the way in which he's feeling, and I take this as
Yeah.
I take this as his response, and that I say, yeah, sure. Well, it's a panther, if you must know.
Well, it's a lovely choice. They are beautiful. However, I can't say that I've ever seen one in person. So yes, I would be interested in seeing your tattoo. Well,
Nice.
Mine is a lynx, if you are interested. It is, and he kind of leans down and pulls a trouser up, and you see along the length of his underlegs,
Ooh.
Calf.
the bottom part of the leg.
Shin, calf. Which
Yeah, the calf.
Yeah.
You see a lithe lynx with almost like characteristically large ears.
Appropriate, given your fighting style.
Indeed, I'm quite happy with it. Although, these symbols are meant to take us into combat, and I do miss it. So, do promise me, whenever you head into a situation like that again, you do let me know. Perhaps I could join you guys. Could be of aid. I do wish to be useful.
It's put it like this: it's not unlikely we'll find ourselves back down there in the not too distant future. although we made short work of that, although we made long work of that beholder, it wasn't actually what we went down there to kill. There's still a mind flayer about, and he's got our name on him.
All right, a mighty foe. I'll be happy to.
We could certainly use your help. More than we could use the help of some. I kind of glance over towards Three Strings.
Where are Three Strings at this very moment?
It's like hidden behind the chimney.
He's in awe of Max. Should be
He's trying to set up one of the girls, but he's not having the greatest success.
Poor Che. I say you've heard at some point from his, British.
Okay, yeah, you guys continue your conversation.
It's a shame we never got to answer the most unsolved mystery of them all. Between someone who looks like Althalos and someone who looks like Raven, who would be the top and who would be the bottom? Things we'll never know.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
It's hard to say.
Hard to say.
Am I just gonna get upstairs? Wait! I thought you'd top. Fuck.
Wait.
You got that conversation.
I gotta figure this out in advance.
Really?
That conversation, that's interesting.
Exactly with I'll bet on mine.
Oh yeah, no, it is an important conversation to have. You got to sort these things out in advance, otherwise it can get awkward.
You were just like facing each other. Anyways, you continue your conversation.
You bet we do.
Yeah, and the evening continues. Anybody want to do anything? At this point, it's 11 to 12.
What time are we closing, by the way?
Yeah, open all night, baby.
Okay, but like tonight, right? But like in general.
Oh, in general, like 1.
One seems reasonable. One gives us like,
Last orders at 1.
Okay, yeah. And then close the doors like 1:30.
Yeah. I'll try to chat up the one who didn't seem so chill, but not chat up, but more to make conversation. The one who like didn't seem so fed. I'll be like, I haven't seen you around the park before.
Okay, I want to use my perception across the room to observe Max's like chatting up technique, so that I can be better next time.
It's chatting.
I know what he's doing, and I want to be able to do it.
Let me quickly check.
I study his style.
You get no response. She stares at you, arms crossed. Make an insight check.
Dude, that's an intellect of aura.
Good, that one.
Oh god, dude, that's an intellect of aura.
I know she seems kind of shy, but underneath that, yeah, there's adoration there.
Look, I haven't met you before, right? These are your friends? I kind of gestured to the other girl she came in with.
Yeah, one of them splits off and leans into the silent girl and whispers something, and then turns around to you and says, "Don't worry about her. She's very shy." But
I gathered. Well, can I? Would you like a drink?
Wow, of course. Yeah, if you don't mind letting the other one play for a bit, we have some questions to ask you. Don't we, girls? And you see a few nods, like nod in unison.
Of course. I'd be delighted to do my best. Satisfy your curiosities.
Three Strings, with reluctance, picks up his 3-string flute and goes back to playing.
I'm so I want to kind of be looking at everyone if I can figure out why she's so why she's so shy. Why?
I'm guessing they pick up this table then. Ian and the girls, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Then I'll keep a bit of an eye on them while I mess with the guards.
Okay. Yeah, roll me a perception check.
Everyone's so interested in how Max does it. How does he do it?
These guards are dead drugs. It's not. I don't need that much concentration to just play blackjack with them.
Okay, yeah, you select some quiet moments in the game. Sure. Yeah, you. Okay, I'll type this to you.
She pours me my drink. This bitch. I've been poisoned too many times in my life.
Yeah, and the girls basically go into they mention that they've heard a tale of your deeds of the group, and that you're apparently the leader and the great musician Max Voltage, and that they've been dying to meet you, and they're asking you for some recollections of the deeds that you've done. And
I tell all my wonderful exploits in a way that makes you seem both charming and mysterious. They are all unfold, so on and so on.
Okay, give me
Do we have a fan club?
So some of us do. Persuasion. Okay.
Let's be real though. Like realistically, the person who would have a fan club is Mordai. Oh my god. Oh my god.
You see me and you're like, my god, he's handsome.
I'm like taking notes.
Oh wow, it's 30. Jesus.
I'm like taking notes and like muttering to myself. Maybe I just want to bang Max, like you know.
I give you a wink, thinking you're looking at me chatting with the girls, but really like, oh my god, he just winked at me.
I'm like, ooh.
What does it
Ooh.
mean?
Alphalos.
I'll like as I.
I'm gonna see you later.
As Ian's drinking, I'm guessing you're drinking.
Ian or Max, which one?
Yeah, Max. As Max is drinking, I'd sneakily cast Minor Illusion, so it spells out Try Elven on the his size of the side of the cup.
Kind of like out of the cup, like what the? Kind of look around.
Gotta do it mirror chats, otherwise.
Max can read backwards.
Yeah, I kind of look. Then I kind of see it. If I like kind of look around and see if I'm like, what the fuck? Do you like kind of be like, that's me, or
Yeah.
Okay. I kind of like look around like, what's he mean?
But I also like, yeah, you know.
You do that with the guards. Wait a minute, I saw that. You can't just got magic.
You know.
You are cheating the game.
No.
I'm a monk. Have you ever heard of a monk casting magic?
Shit, he's right.
A monk being masters of the arcane?
Yeah, we're the four elements. I know all about it.
I do know they make some good beer, but no, I haven't heard of anyone casting magic.
How could I?
So for my next story, hearing this try Elven, I'll start the sentence like, you know, I'm kind of like, you know how like you can pretend you speak French and everyone's like, ooh, French, so exotic. You know, I do that with Elven. But I'm like, you know, have any of you seen the beautiful land of blah, blah, blah? And I say a line about how beautiful it is in Elven. Obviously, I've never been there, but it's like, I say something like, you know, really like cliche, like the winds of Neverwinter and the sunlight shine like the eyes of yourself. And I gesture towards one of them in Elven, you know, or whatever.
Okay, yeah, you're keeping your eye on the shy girl. Yeah, you do. As you change into Elven, you do see a flash of recognition suddenly, but her like offstandish attitude remains, but she's regarding you a little more closely now, and less disinterested.
Is she drinking? Like whenever?
No, she's well, she's sipping a little bit, but not enough to like it to be considered drinking.
Sure.
Yeah.
So being polite. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Like I just like, you know, I don't do anything else in particular. I'm just basically chatting.
Okay. After a while, Sergeant Cromley does a little round and says, "Well, I didn't get much of a chance to speak with you, but I just wanted to say I had a lovely time, but I have an early shift tomorrow, so we have to get."
Yeah, I kind of stand up and shake his hand. It's like, well, thank you so much for coming, Cromley. And obviously, I'm sorry, my duties kind of kept me quite busy tonight. But you know, although this is the opening night, you're welcome every night, and I'm sure there'll be quiet evenings where we can have much more personal chats.
Of course. Well, as Sergeant of the Ward, you'll see me more often, I'm sure. And please be gentle to my boys. They can be a bit enthusiastic, and he kind of like looks at them with a look of like shame, embarrassment.
As Jet like pockets some more gold from them, like.
Yeah. So.
Have it really.
Yeah. I'll make sure Jet isn't fleecing them with too much of their hard-earned money.
I'll have a very nice night. Marius, and he gives you a wink.
Of course, you too, Sergeant.
And him and Barnabas exits.
Sure. Yeah. So yeah, like at some point, like I don't know how like late in night we're like skipping to, but if there's a point where where like the girls are kind of like more split up, or if I'm like just to stay with them, I will, if there's time, try to get like one-on-one with the girl who speaks Elvish.
After about another half hour, one of the girls, one of like the I should mention this. The standoffish girl is half elf. The rest of them are human.
Oh, okay.
And one of the other like the human girls says, "Well, Max, it's been wonderful to meet you. Truly, I've always wanted to meet a star like this.
It's my pleasure, really.
But I really have to get going, otherwise my parents will get worried, right, girls? But would you follow me outside? Sure.
Of course. As a gentleman, I could deny. I must at least walk you.
I pass
yeah,
Max's fedora as he.
And as three of the girls stand up, the girl that did the talking says to the two that are still sitting, "Well, it was wonderful to meet you. Yeah, we'll make sure to stay in touch." And yeah, three of them walk with you out, Max.
Mm-hmm.
Two of them like go off about 20 feet, leaving you at the door with the what seems to be like the girl.
You gotta at least tell me how much it is, or roll for it, or something.
Yeah, I'll roll for it.
But she's a leader. She's got to be the most pretty one. I know how girls are.
Gotta roll with advantage, you know.
Yeah.
I'll roll with advantage. Okay. 41.
Okay, I mean that's already.
Oh god.
Very solid 14.
14
Yeah,
out of 18.
14 out of 18 is pretty damn good if you really look at that.
Yeah.
She's just a little older than you, but she seems to be very
19, right?
in awe. As you get a moment of yourself, she needs a little bit and says, "Oh, by the way, did you get my letter?"
I think back. Oh, that was you. Oh, I did. I'm delighted to meet you in person this evening.
Yes, I knew it. Oh.
I'm trying to like letter. Oh no, you didn't. It's not an actual handout, is it? I remember you like sent it to us.
No, it's in Discord.
It's like a
Well-
fan mail letter,
Mhm.
right?
I just want you to know that I'll be your most loyal fan, and I'm looking forward to your next performance. Can you tell me when that is?
I try to think. Well, I'm afraid I have a very busy schedule now, but I will be. So I can't say for sure, but I will be putting notice of my performances on a flyer outside the inn. So if you keep checking there, you'll see it.
Yes. Oh, and she like hesitantly like leans in and gives you a kiss on the cheek.
Yeah.
And then giggling.
Turn into it.
And yeah, they head off.
She's
Okay,
too old.
yeah. I remember this time.
You're 17. You hook up with everything.
Yes. You gotta play the long game.
Yes, he's a mastermind.
It's a long game. That's funny. I don't remember him sleeping with anyone in that campaign.
Not that you know of.
That's very sinister, Podtrack.
The three girls who came outside, was one of them the half elf, or no? Is she still inside?
The two remaining are the ones sitting on the right side of the table, which is the half elf and the girl sitting next to her.
Yeah, like so when I come back inside, I'll kind of like sit there and I'll kind of turn to the half elf and I'll say like just like pulling it up and I'll be like, could it be that you're possibly not as comfortable with the common tongue yet?
She looks at you and says, "Never had the need."
No, then you cannot have been in the city long.
No.
Well, it's my pleasure to welcome you to Waterdeep. It's an interesting place.
And the other girl leans in and says, "Oh, thank you. I'm sorry for my friend. She is new to the city, and I don't know. Other than in public, she's usually very nice. She just needs a while to get to know you.
Oh, of course, of course. I know that you both came from outside the city. You're from somewhere else.
Oh no, I'm from Waterdeep itself, but I've met my friend through our parents, and she is from the Elvenlands.
Oh, Neverwinter, perhaps. I kind of look at her like eyebrows raised.
The half elf seems to consider it for a bit, then not.
Oh, I have a very good friend who hails from the lands. I'm sure you and he may have a.
One of my best friends is an elf.
Yeah, I'm a half.
Yeah.
It's like I'm afraid myself. I've never had a chance to see the beauty of the woods, but perhaps one day.
Well, it's overstated, I hear.
Okay, does the silent chick seem to say anything of that?
No, she doesn't seem to care too much.
Okay.
But in the meantime, at the bar, Devil slowly stands up and says, "Well, Mora, it has been a true pleasure as always. However, the night is still young, and there's many opportunities that I need to visit. So I thank you for your hospitality, and I'll leave you with a warm departure." And he gives you a
Sets you on fire. Cool, this will
And but he does lean in and say, "Do let me know if there's anything else of interest that you think might interest me."
I nod.
Okay, and then he stands up and moves out. Yeah, shortly after, like about half an hour after Cromley and Barnabas leave, the guards that they're cheating out of their gold, cheating out of their
Not
gold.
cheating.
Yeah, cheating out of their gold. They grumble and one of them says, "There goes my month's wages." That is.
Hey, they got a free drink, Jacker. They got nothing to complain about.
Maybe next time, lads.
Yes. If the drinks keep being free, I guess one way or the other we're making money out of this place.
I don't know, they had one free drink. How many drinks do I reckon they bought over the night? At least 20, right?
Yeah, 15 to 20. Yeah.
15 at one. Oh, baby.
Oh, baby.
Oh, baby. No wonder they come. I bet they can see cards.
So never adventuring again.
Yeah,
We're just
like
gonna farm magic items like this now, Jack.
Like holding each other up, they also leave. And yeah, it leaves the tap room, a little bit emptier, and there's still about 8 patrons total, other than you guys.
Okay, what time of the night is it now?
It's nearing 12 at this point.
Okay.
At this point, when it's like nearing 12, I'll go out. I'll just stick my head out the door and say to Yagra, why don't you come on in for the rest of the night and socialise? I doubt there's going to be a rush of people that need bouncing in the last, hour or so of service, and if they do, we can just, handle them the old-fashioned way.
Oh yeah, I mean, I did hear a tale of some gambling. What do you say we set up another table where we do like an arm wrestling competition?
What a philistine.
What is it with you and arm wrestling, Yagra? Is it just
Look,
it's just
I've
your
got
thing?
These muscles, I gotta do something.
Okay, you're welcome to take a table and challenge people to arm wrestling matches.
And nothing gives me greater joy than seeing some hodgepodge man thinking he can, beat me, and just.
Didn't someone like arm wrestle her and it turned out her athletics was like +3 or something? Like.
Yeah, I arm wrestled her and almost won. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, she's pretty strong, but she's not like a master or anything. Yeah.
I must have to arm wrestle Derek, see how that works.
Well, do as you please, Agra. Any table you like is yours. Just come in out the cold, why don't you? I'm sure we won't need a bouncer for the rest of the night.
Alright, she she hangs around inside.
I'll arm wrestle her, Jacko. She's like a kicked puppy.
As I watch this happen, I say, "You got it, Raven," and give him bardic inspiration.
Oh, that's cheating.
That
What do you mean? I'm giving him a word of encouragement.
I refuse to use it until, well, maybe I do. Let's see what this roll looks
She
like.
only has a +2.
What's that?
She only has a +2.
Oh,
Wow,
okay.
athletics is legitimately my lowest. Wow. God,
Oh,
my
se- a
stats
seven.
are
You
so
can
bad.
literally win with only bardic inspiration.
Okay, Jacko, that's it. At the last second, I'd resolved not to use it, but like as I feel her like creeping me back, I reached for Max's inspiration, and I beg for non-nat 1. Oh, thank God.
Woo!
Damn, Raven.
That's one of them.
Been working out in the library of yours, eh?
Yeah, I got some weights up there. You're a good one though, Yagro. I don't know. You're tougher than you.
Catch me sober and we'll be fine.
You bet.
And Malone immediately like, arm wrestling? Oh, fuck yeah, let's do it.
God, he's gonna break your fucking wrist. Oh God.
Yeah. Like I get out of Maloon's way.
Arm wrestled her a lot of times.
I don't want Kevin to be known as the arm wrestler.
But like Maloon, like brain replaced Maloon wouldn't have been doing it, right? So like, oh
Ooh,
shit,
she rolled well.
Ooh, she
Oh,
well.
shit.
That means she might actually.
dude. If she beats like, oh shit.
No.
Balloon.
Right, she okay, so it's relatively close. And you see Malone is actually...
She rolls a +2. What the fuck, Yakra?
Yeah.
You know, it's a high stat as well.
Oh, that's just sad.
Max has a +1. He had 0 strength, and I'm not even trained in it. Only 1 lower. It doesn't make any sense.
Is Maloon not trained in athletics?
I'm sure he is. I'm sure his strength is 16, right? Well, 14. No, wait.
+5.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll calculate it, I don't know.
Is that with like 20 strength or?
It's 20 strength.
Okay, yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's just strength for them, not athletic. But you don't have like an athletics button.
There you go.
A
Well, you know,
+9.
That's 9.
but,
Fucking
Well,
hell.
but what's her?
That's why it
plus?
would be
Does she-
26.
Does she not have a plus? She doesn't have more, Jacko?
No, she's only skilled.
Wow. Jesus. So Maloon actually rolled a 26, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not that close. Yeah, okay.
Don't break the tables, guys. Jesus.
Oh, don't worry. I know
Just
you can
like
break
arm wrestles her through the wall, like you know.
The window's right there, you know. At one point, I'll say I'm gonna go get a drink to the girls, and I'll kind of go up and be like, I haven't and like Raven and Mordai both at the bar. I haven't spoken to them all night. So I'll just kind of how's it going, guys? I think it went pretty good on my side.
Yeah, pretty okay. Like you guys, Raven's looking like not like he's sitting there moping, but like you guys have known him for a while. He's definitely like a little dejected. Like he's not quite his kind of usual like talkative conversational
I'm Mordai.
self.
I'm like,
Oh, okay. In that case, I'm up here next to my boy.
I'm like, yeah, something.
No, everything's fine. It's been a good evening, don't you think? Jet took over me over there. I think he's been up to something.
Yeah, sure.
Come
Yeah,
like-
if you want to have
come on,
Raven talk to
sus-
someone else.
suspiciously.
Do I have any patrons playing with me at the moment, or?
No, so currently the table is empty.
He's
Okay,
just doing
then-
doing the same weird shuffling. I'm like, if you want to like, I don't know, recall any stories about home or anything. There's like a chick back there. I think recently came over here from Neverwinter. If you're like, looking for a talking companion, but she seemed a little
Did
shy.
she now?
Yeah, I think so. At least she didn't talk much, but that's I think what I got from her.
It's just me, Max. Or is your token a little on the small side?
Sorry, what, man?
Like I'm just if I'm here, my token's like touching the token bordering me. That makes sense. If I'm here as well, but like your token seems to have space on all sides.
Normal size token, man.
Jacko, is this token not like fit to
I
the
use it.
grid? Like,
Yeah, it's fit to the grid. This is what it's like on the grid. I don't have my border is like smaller. I use like actually maybe I don't know.
but like if Jacko like clicks and drags the corner slightly, does it not snap to be slightly larger?
Jacko, did you make me small?
No, that's it.
That's just what it does. Oh shit! No, you're right. Yeah, even at large, you're just a small boy. All right. Yeah. Okay. I'll come.
Petite. I'll chat with Phil. I'll chat him up, Jacko.
Okay, I make my way.
You see Altalos, you notice Altalos is putting a lot of effort into trying to be as civil as possible. Like,
Okay, I'll go home with him if Raven fails.
I swear to fucking god, if Max fucks Arthelos, I'll quit the campaign.
I'm just, chatting with him,
yeah, he tells you a little bit about himself.
Nah, I swear I saw that as a gold token though when I first put it on that. I was like, ooh.
Ooh,
It is,
my.
it is very.
Yeah, I was pretty zoomed out. I just saw the hair, and I was like, ooh, that hair.
You would, right? Like, all of you would.
Depends is the problem.
I would.
Yeah.
I do.
That can be quite a deal breaker for me, sadly.
Right. Yeah. So you, Raven, you head up to the
As far as I'm aware.
Yeah, one of them's like obviously Elven.
half elven. Yep.
Half Elven, okay, yeah.
Just like us.
I go up, kind of like, I'll politely sort of introduce myself to the whole group in common. And then, to the pair of them in common, and then speak to her in Elven. I say, Max says you've come here from the old country. You're a denizen of Neverwinter, as it were? The Neverwinter Woods?
Yes.
Oh, from whereabouts? Perhaps I know the family. I grew up there myself. I only came to the city a year or so ago. Year plus however long the campaign's been run. A couple of weeks?
Couple of weeks.
Let's see.
I have to I make polite conversation, Jackie. You don't have to come up with family names and stuff necessarily, but I just want to kind of gauge how engaged she is. Sorry? Insight.
Yeah.
I got something.
We're both so good at it.
Yeah, she seems, as if she, is not quite used to
The big city.
to having this much attention. But yeah, you engage her in conversation. She tells you she's from a specific, family
Sure.
clan
Yeah.
that you haven't heard of, but
Other side of the woods, and I mentioned where I grew up, and my family and my training, and what sort of commune of elves I grew up with. Does she have a drink?
Yeah, they both have a drink, but especially half elf isn't really drinking it right now.
Okay.
But after about 10 more minutes, Maloon walks up to the bar and claps a hand on the bar. Says, "Oh, come on, Radar. I best get you home. We don't want another situation."
Okay, well now we know who's the bottom.
Yeah, right? I mean, I know it's too.
That's obvious,
I mean, come on, why is he doing the question? And everyone says, well, that's very kind of you, Maloon. And regards you, Max, it says, "It's a wonderful opening night. I'm sure if the rumors and tales about this place hasn't scared off customers on the opening nights, then it will be a flourishing business within Tusu."
Thank you. I hope so as well. It will give me great pleasure.
The bottle I gave you is for personal use, by the way. It is, unless you receive a very highly esteemed guest, it is. It would be a shame to serve it to just anyone.
All right, Jarl Axel, I see you. and then I'm like, well, of course I wouldn't. I would save such a valuable present. I will save it myself.
Well,
Jarl Axel squinted him. I will insight, Jacko. Well, how much poison's in this bottle?
What, right?
How much poison is in this bottle? 14.
No, he seems.
Okay.
He seems honest. Yeah.
Someone gave him the poison bottle.
Right, and then with this.
Jet would be a bit bored. Is there anything shady going on in the bar?
There's only 5 people left, right?
Roll me another perception.
Okay. 19.
Yeah, you see. Well, Yagra is just chilling on her own right now, but you see one of the last patrons that you don't know has walked up to Derek's table, and he's like, What's wrong with you then? You think I'm scared of you? I'll fucking arm wrestle you." And Derek's just sitting there, like passively looking at him, not saying anything.
Okay.
And then after a few more seconds of like this guy shouting at Derek, he like slaps him in the face, and then suddenly Derek like stands up.
He says, Mordai, why aren't you doing your jobs? You're being fucking around and they're slapping each other.
And Mordai, just as you're like taking stock of like what's happening in the situation, you see a guy flying past you like through the door, and like he lands on the streets, and then like Derek like calmly sits back down.
Hey, now, patrons, no need for any
What's going on over here?
Any arguments, I'm sure you can settle them outside.
I apologize.
I look at the big guy. Yeah, you're right, you're right. I look at the little guys. Any arguments, you settle them outside, alright, folks?
Okay.
This is one of those dwarven inns, you know?
Ooh, Dwarven. Yeah, you see.
They're horrible places.
Stand up and.
They're horrible places.
And as the energy is quieting down, like over the course of another half hour, almost everyone of the patrons leaves. They feel like it's nearing nearing that time of the night where
It's closing time.
yeah.
I play that, Jacko.
I don't have to prepare shit. What am I doing?
Bastard.
I should have seen that coming.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And eventually only Althalos and the two girls remain.
I'm guessing Derek and the others. The Sith.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
some
yeah.
point.
Yeah, they left at some point as well. Yeah, during the stream. Raven, is there anything in specific you still want to ask these two girls? You're just engaging in regular conversation.
Yeah, just polite conversation, you know. Like, I want to, like, I'll get friendly with them. Like, I want to sort of get to the point where, like, if they come back on another night, I'd recognize them and kind of feel like, friendly with them and go over and say hi, like, like,
Sure.
I think you get what I mean.
Yeah. Take an impression for sure. During this, Three Strings walks up to you, Max, and says, "All looks like the party's died down." But
Yeah, been a good night, I think. Thanks for your help, you know.
Right, I mean, some of us did better than others. Anyways, I
did, yeah.
I was happy to help out tonight. If you do want me as a recurring, musician, I do have fees.
No, of course I understand.
But should that double come up, you know where to find me. We'll work something.
Yeah, I imagine so.
Well, have a good night, man.
Yeah, you too. Yeah.
You see Atlas kind of like standing there, like standing up, and well, I should probably depart as well. The tower is not that close.
No, it's late. You better take a cab, this time of night. You couldn't never be too careful.
Of course, that was smart. Thank you, Max. And you did great.
Oh, thank you.
All of you. And he kind of
Yeah, I'm proud of how we did it.
and he walks up to you, Raven. So, I had a wonderful evening. Thank you.
I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. I'll
Invite me, but I felt welcome. So
I'll see you sometime soon for a bit of training.
of course,
Good as we're getting, could always be better.
yes, perfection is hard to come by. I was wondering, you seemed a bit dour. If something has struck in your spirits, I noticed it by the bar. You've done me a great favor by engaging me, and
Everything. Everything.
dragging me out of the libraries that we so swiftly get stuck to. So, if there's anything I can do in return, please don't hesitate to stop by.
I won't have loss. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
You too, friend. And he gives you a warm smile and walks out. And the human girl waves her hand on her heart. Whew, that was a bit of tension, wasn't it?
You're telling me. Cut her with a knife.
Wait, she's over here, right? She's not over there. Or did I miss something?
She's over
Jeez,
there.
Nick.
Yeah.
What are you?
Yeah. I kind of I frown at her like I don't know what she's talking about. So I'm like, what do you mean?
Oh, nothing. Well, I'm glad finally we've got the room to ourselves.
Oh.
Okay, hang on. Let me push the insight button real quick.
Let me put the insight button because it's
Oh, for fuck's
no
sake!
fucking John Axel.
Yeah, and
Natural 20.
a familiar grin spread across this stranger's face. She reaches up and
Yeah, which one? The elf one?
the human one.
Ah, I was close. I call over Jean Axel.
Ah,
A lot more than I did last time, didn't I?
yeah. Well, you picked a better disguise this time. Honestly, I thought you'd given us the the cold shoulder. I thought I knew you'd agreed to come tonight. I thought we'd not see you. I should have known you'd come in disguise.
Well, we do
Didn't
really
think you-
talk about that other disguise because I thought I nailed it. From what I hear, the Blackstaff is naive, young, short, standoffish. I thought I nailed it.
Oh, you look just like her, yeah. But
Have you ever actually met her?
Yeah, I kind of step and kind of walk over. It's like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
see, like we'd met her before. I've never met who you're pretending to be before, so it's a lot easier for you to pretend to be them.
I suppose so. I didn't know you were that acquainted.
Oh yeah, first name basis, I think. What's her first name?
Vajra.
Vajra, first name basis.
I can clear it up.
It also helped that you had a more suspicious person next to you.
So it did work. Nice. Well, then let me officially introduce you to my partner in crime, Velrecht, if you please. And you see the half elf take off like a previously invisible hat, and you see Velrecht's Rufine, the female drow that you guys.
Is the one? Yeah, the one. Was she also the one at the door? Like
Um,
speaking at the door. Is that the same one?
Speaking at the door, which
Like they're not speaking at. Like when I was fucking picture. When I was like trying to leave, there was a dark elf like peeking through the door at the Grand Hall Manor. Is
Oh,
that
yeah.
that? Okay.
exactly, and it's also the one that you saw previously in the Xanthar lair.
Okay. Yeah.
So you got the eye right from Xanatar?
Oh yes, at least partly thanks to you guys.
Oh, we take care of the tough issues while go in the bag.
Not gonna lie, could maybe have used a hand with the beholder.
What are you talking about?
I'm sure he did, but on the other hand, I felt like you guys kind of deserved it.
I mean, that's not untrue.
Oh, thank you.
But in your opinion, why did we deserve it?
Well, from the word on the streets is that one of my trusted lieutenants suddenly disappeared without a trace, and
Trusted lieutenant.
the last people that were seen with him were you guys.
You know, correct me if I'm wrong, but that was before you came here and offered us an alliance.
That was before, but I didn't know it back then.
Wait, Raven.
Well, that's-
Is that trusted
Wait,
lieutenant?
wait.
The guy we
One
ambushed.
of your trusted lieutenant.
Wait, you ambushed the guy?
Yeah, and took him to Mordai's house.
Well,
Tortured the guy?
it was
Didn't
Maybe-
torture.
Oh, the nice guy! The nice guy!
The nice guy, yeah.
Nice. He was a lieutenant. Oh.
Look, the way I see it, John Axel, that's your own fault for not being as informed as you like to think of yourself as being.
it's a new city. It's very large. Forgive me for not knowing everything that goes around here.
Hope you didn't.
I don't have to forgive you for anything.
He was a pretty nice guy, to be honest.
Yeah.
I surely was.
Strange that he was working for you.
But I'm a nice guy. I'm sure notice it by now.
You're a tricky motherfucker.
At least to the people that you believe to be your friends.
I mean, who? No, nice guy, schmice guy. So you got the eye.
I certainly did.
Alright,
One
I kinda-
down, two to
you
go.
had the other eye as well, right?
2 down, 1 to go.
All right. Well, now that I actually do have a bargaining chip, I can tell you that I, in fact, did not have.
1 down, 2 to go.
But,
Do you have any idea where it is?
Well,
give
one
me
with the sentry. Even
Yeah, the one that's not with the entry, right? That was stolen by some. Wait, what did you say, Jacob?
persuasion check with advantage.
Persuasion check. You love to see it.
Let me quickly.
29, baby.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Ian.
Max is a very charismatic man. What can I say?
Lose lives, you know. Lose lives. Okay.
If
I
yeah,
have to quickly check something.
people always trust me because I do say all the secrets, you know, except for the real secrets.
There we go.
You gotta have like a few layers of secrets. You have your common knowledge, your secrets that you tell everyone, the secrets that you tell a lot of people, and the secrets you tell some people, and then the secrets you tell no.
like the fact that you have a beholder soul in your ring.
That's no, that's one I tell some
That's-
people, but nobody's asked yet. I've got a way deeper level than that, baby. Those secrets you don't want to know about.
Like what you were thinking that time that someone thought you were really thought something real
I
fine.
can never be that. I cannot be that.
Oh, you can't even tell the DM those secrets.
Oh yeah.
I can honestly say that I do know where it is. The third eye.
Is
But,
it reachable?
Well, depending on your definition of the word,
Right.
yes.
By us or yourselves?
It wouldn't be like in a really stupid place like the open doors palace or some shit.
No, I certainly believe it within our reach.
Damn it, Alex, so are we working with each other or not on this?
I'd like to
40,
believe
60.
so, but...
Can't we work together and also not? Like, that seems the easiest.
Well, that's what's happening right now.
Like, we all know we're gonna betray each other at the end, right? Why don't we just work together until the point when we can betray each other and then just do it?
I have no intention of betraying...
Okay, but so it's a good deal?
It's a bit less of a good deal.
Like,
I hope you understand.
Okay, well, but all I'm saying is, like, in the end, we're all just waiting for one of us to get possession of all three of the stones so we can pretend to help each other get access to the vault, right?
I kind of look at Max like surprised, like, no, I'm very happy to give him the 51%. Like, that seemed very reasonable to me.
Underestimating what you can do with that amount of coin. I don't think you'll need to do anything else for the rest of your lifetime.
Great, alright, so we keep the 49%.
Alright. I understand there's a bit of an atmosphere of mistrust here. So let me clear the air as much as I can. And he reaches into his pocket and he flips.
I like, as he reaches into his pocket, I like my hand like inches towards my rapier, like, you know.
I mean, if you try to kill us, I'm sure
I like put a hand on the table like I am.
I eye the door. I'm the smart one of the bunch.
You were tougher than we were last time we fought him, and I hope he hasn't got any tougher than he was last time.
Yes,
We're
leveled up twice.
We're about 4 people fighting with us that time. He didn't have his friend, but okay.
Yeah, but we're tougher than we were then.
And he flips on the table a small, like almost triangular, but there's a bit of a circular crescent shape towards it as well, like a green emerald. This is what I believe you're looking for.
Nice.
You just brought it with you.
Yes.
Yeah, scan his face, and seems a little risky, or are you just the kind that likes to take risks?
Well, of course I am.
In which
Why do you guys
case,
keep showing up at this place?
you could have let us fleece you a little bit at the blackjack table. You know, we're in need of funds.
Well, I do love gold, but I don't think you can. Yeah, you have the skill to beat me in a card game.
It's a good thing we are playing a game that requires no skill, then.
Perhaps.
Alright,
Choice
so
is
we've got one eye. Alright, well, here's the thing, right? So there's 2 more eyes to get, and there's 2 of us, so like...
What I meant to signify with this action is that now you have 1 eye. You see, I'm giving it to you.
I don't want it. I look at it.
That's okay, I do. I just like, I reach out and take it.
Alright, we want it. Alright, okay, so there's 2 eyes left.
Right.
You know where... Well, we know one is in possession of Zentrum. The bad Zentrum, sorry, Mordai. And
Thank you.
One is in possession of somebody who you know. So I guess you want to go get that one, and we go get the Zentium one, and we meet back up.
That's a decent plan. All right,
Great.
let's see what I can do on the front of the third eye, while you assault this enter infection. Yeah,
Perfect.
you seem to have dealt with the Xanathars good as well enough.
No, we gotta have another trip down.
Like a bunch of idiots, if I'm honest, but
You didn't happen to see a mind flare down there when you were grabbing the eye, did you?
Pointing like signs saying this way to Mind Flayer.
no, we did stumble across one of those walking brainy things.
Well, they're fucking weird, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, find one of those, a mind flare's probably nearby.
I would be careful with those, just in general.
Yeah, well, I know enough about them that I know what happens, and I do love, all of my body, including my brains.
Alright, dude.
All right.
Alright.
So yeah, you go get yours, we'll go get ours. What? I kind of think, seeing how fast stuff passes around here, we'd probably be done in like 2 days, right?
Now we just gotta find the vault.
We just need to find where the damn sentry email first, though.
Yeah, that's why it's 2 days, not 1 day.
Oh, well, I know where they are if you're just looking for a location.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're down at those towers, the Cola towers, right, fella?
Well, okay, that was our plan tomorrow, so... I
So
suppose-
tomorrow night we can meet up all the eyes, I guess.
Timetable surely works with me. Before more greedy eyes sink their
Yeah, I get it.
And
Alright,
I hope you don't turn into the black stuff again. She didn't seem all too happy about it last
like,
time.
yeah, like, it's just like,
Oh yeah, yeah. It's a bit of a feisty one, it turns out.
why don't you just, like, not turn in anyone? Just, like, come, looking like this.
This variety is a spice of life, my friends. I take pleasure in my performance. It is an art of some kind. The same way you strum your instruments.
It's just a hat, right? Like, if anyone bought a hat, they could do the same, though.
Well, it's not just the hat. Sure, appearance is a part of it, but it's the voice, it's the mannerisms.
It doesn't do the voice? Dude, you have a great little girl voice.
I know, right? What do you think of my Zardo's voice? Surely for you.
Which voice, sorry?
I'm Zardo's captain of the Maiden's Fair.
Sure,
Well,
sure. Again, when it's someone you don't know, it's really hard for me to think the voice is not right if I've
But the
never
black
heard that
staff
voice
voice
before.
was really good.
Yeah, yeah.
I do, thank you. I happen to know the island that she's from, so that did really help.
Oh,
Okay.
where is she from? She's never enlightened us on that score.
Have you ever asked?
Do you get the impression she'd be completely forthcoming with that information?
Eh, maybe. I don't know how smooth it is.
Who am I to divulge a lady's secrets?
You're Jarlaxle Bainra, scoundrel,
Ah,
rogue, general purveyor of information.
Nah, I can't wait till I have their titles.
I do love those Silas.
Their titles. Purveyor of information's a little boring. But
What do you mean, who am I to tell a lady's secrets? You just... I'm not that interested. Point is, order another drink or it's time to go. The deal has been made. Tomorrow night, we shall have
Tomorrow night.
all three of the eyes and decide on how to proceed from there.
All right. Well, I hope you. I hope this air facility can come to an end swiftly. When you realize, I am only. I only want good for all of us.
You know, you really set it up when you tried to kill us first.
Yeah, I don't know if we really do the air facility. I wanted, to like chill in the sauna, but you.
I've met a lot of people last couple of weeks, Jarlaxle, and you're easily the least trustworthy among them.
I'll take it as a compliment, I suppose. Well,
Nah,
while you're
I'll
out
probably
there-
trust him over the beholder.
I'm not sure about that. Beholder was straightforward, at
Beholder
least.
is dead, though.
And knew what he wanted. And it was chompy chomp.
You're right on one thing. It is surely time to depart. I can't leave those guys at the carnival.
Oh, and I don't know if this matters to you, but if you knew him, but the Dark Elf working for Sanafar, he kinda took a dive.
Oh yeah, I had a note about that. I thought you might have, yeah.
He had the same last name as the guy who was running around killing elves in the Dockport.
No.
Oh yeah. I mean, I didn't mean to kill him, but Raven kept trying to do it. Like I kept bringing him back to life, and Raven kept fucking stabbing.
Like, hey, Beholder bit him a couple of times.
That's true. But the second couple of times, what were you, man?
I was
Unlike me.
The
charmed.
beholder killed him in the end. Let's be honest here.
Sorry, what? We're arguing about who killed your son.
Unlike me. Was he working for the Beholder?
Yes.
Kinda, but then was like trying
Kind
to
of,
do
yeah,
a coup.
kinda.
He was
He's
like, he was like, hey, I want to actually take over. Here's a coup. You guys in? And then like
My
Over.
my
He tried to kill
impression
the beholder, but missed with a giant ass.
my impression was that he knew not whom he served within the Xanathar's guild. Once Xanathar the Beholder revealed his true form, for as I'm sure you were aware, he was hanging around invisibly. He decided to join us and to try and fight the beast himself. It didn't go so well for him, especially the bit where I cut his throat.
And then again, cut his throat, and again.
All right. Well, I had questions about his allegiance. Thank you for answering those. Let us, meet again tomorrow night and reconsider this partnership.
Incite the fuck out of that. Reconsider this part. Fucking damn it! I'm taking a piss. I can't roll well right now.
Okay. And without another word, both of them stand up, and Felrex follows Jorlax out unless someone stops him.
I'll walk them out.
I'll type something to you real quick.
Be like, how far were you willing to go, Jalax, so if I'd ask you up to the room?
Yeah, I'll just expect you to do it.
What a meanie. Mert never showed up, though. What a Billy.
Such a meanie.
Such a meanie. What a bad boss.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, I'll always the pleasure, your Axel. And
I do my best.
and my condolences for your friend as I walk in into the inn again.
Did anyone take the eye, or did you just leave it like sitting on the table?
I took
I
it.
think Raven.
It's on the old character sheet.
Raven, you reckon you can eat that?
Eat that. I could. I won't.
There's one good way to keep something hidden, my friend.
In your hat.
Well, yeah, but it's full.
Then my pocket will suffice.
Alright. Okay, well, I mean, that's great. So he said, wait, put us on the wall map, town map, city map, whatever, joking. He said the Evil's Instrument del where was it again, he said? I wasn't really listening.
We have the, if you recall, we found Dulak Kolad's disc, I believe, when Urstelfloxen attacked us.
I don't really remember that, but I...
Okay, well, we figured out what it was, tracked it back to a place in the southern part of the city called Kolat Tower.
Oh, now it's coming back. It's a big old tower that no one can get into, right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, we have the disc. It's been on a to-do list for a little while.
Oh, and reaching the disc, you didn't let us go in, and we just steal extra.
We've got the disc.
Ah, it's halfway there.
Surely that'll help us in some way.
Wait, did the disc belong to who, sorry?
I think we got them off Urstelfloxen.
Okay,
we got the disc from the torturers.
Oh, from the torturers. No, you're right. You're right.
And especially from how you two framed it, we probably should be a bit more on guard against your Axel now. He did not seem that pleased about Gnarl dying.
Well, he's got to stop having people like who are really evil working for him and in fights that we're in, because people are gonna get hurt. But I tried to save his life multiple times. I mean, really, Raven set out for him.
Hey, I was charmed by the Beholder at that point.
That's true. Nothing we could do about it.
Nothing
be
could
honest,
be done.
It's not like I really trust Relaxel that much anyway. But good to know he is more likely to kill us than before. But okay, so the wait, did any of you go down with the towers? It seemed the disc did anything.
Not yet. It's on
No,
the
we have
to-do
not
list.
yet done.
Ah, it's perfect for tomorrow. And then what else? What else? I had something else I wanted to ask. Oh yeah. So I always forget. So these are the evils Zentrum. You know anything about Kolat Towers and come up in any of your Zentrum teaching, Storm? No mention of them in the past.
Circle? Will it have?
You can roll me history, but you guys already do know a bit about
Yeah.
Colorado from Devon, but
I don't.
in a Zentrum perspective.
But I told you.
So,
Something else.
No more that you recognize the Cola Towers. You know it is seen as an annoyance within the Zentrum because of the force field, and there's sometimes guards there just still on watch. But yeah, there's no Zentrum activity that you know of.
okay.
Okay. Yeah. No. Don't really know much.
Give me a little refresher, Raven. They're like some big towers with who made them? Cool.
I mean, I told you about them in the past. Doesn't mean I remember about them right now.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Let me see where
The
Jacko
towers
told me
were
about this
created
shit.
by some mad mage who cloned himself a bunch of times.
That's Manchun. I remember that. That's Manchun.
Yes.
It was Manchun. It was
Manchun
racist
made
about shit.
them.
No.
No.
Jet.
Hang on, let me scroll a
Jet,
bit.
come on, man. You're confusing
I
Raven.
was sure that Manchun.
Jacko tells me all about Asmodeus here. I'm not interested in Asmodeus anymore.
Asmodeus? He didn't mean that, David. He loves
Man, this is
Asmodeus.
all about Leon. Okay, yeah, you recognize it as a signature of Dulac Kolat. This was on the disc, I assume. A relatively famous wizard in the history of Waterdeep who made the Kolat Towers.
Okay.
Kolat Towers once belonged to two eccentric brothers, Dulac and Alchidor. Alchidor Kolat. Both were wizards. Over time, the brothers discovered new ways to harness magic, but Dulac became paranoid that others might steal their secrets. He encased Kolat Towers in a magical force field. Dulac's paranoia continued to grow until he suspected Alchidor of selling their secrets. Alchidor left the towers, never to be heard from again, and Dulac became a recluse who died in his own fortress.
Dude, it's got to be Alchidor.
Right, he
It's
didn't have
like
anything to do
Alchidor
with
just became Manchun, right? And that's how he cloned himself, because he has the secret powers he stole from his brother Dulac.
Maybe, but also probably not.
I think pretty likely. All right, but why else would Manchun? Why else would Manchun now know how to get into Kolat Towers and be in
Because
control?
Manchun's a fucking nerd. He just knows these things.
Are you sure? But it would make sense if he had always previously had way in, you know. All right. It's not Manchun, but it probably is. All right. So anyway, but now there's like five. But there's like five Manchuns, right?
No, I thought the clones all killed each other.
Oh, secret D100, I don't like that.
You're right.
All the clones killed.
There was a Clone Wars, and
Oh yes, that sounds familiar.
he made a bunch of clones intending to like wake them up one after the other, I think, but they all woke up at one time and had a bit of a Clone
tomorrow-
Wars.
So tomorrow, if we go there, do we want to? We're like trying to sneak inside, right? We're not just like.
Well, I hope the discs just let us in, and then
Yeah, but like.
I mean, yeah, like sneaky, but like when one of them sees us, then killy.
Stabby.
Yeah.
I mean, this sounds like an
Blasty.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Do you
I
want any
do
sort
have
of
the
back?
ability to make every one of us a bit more.
No.
Make it a bit easier for us to infiltrate.
Excellent, but when they see us anyway, stabby.
Of course. All right, well, I'm gonna go to the toilet. You guys figure out what time we're gonna do that tomorrow.
First thing in the morning. And
Mordai gonna get it something to transcribe that book of yours?
it's coming at some point tomorrow, but I'm sure it'll just be mailed, and then we'll just, read the letter and then forget about it, like we do with all the mail we get.
Fair enough.
Probably gonna send a
So harsh.
book or bird or something.
No slight on your DMing, Jacko, it's just how we've treated your mail.
That's the nice part about being a city. The mail aspect is very fun to do for me. At least.
I agree.
It's an easy way to.
I enjoyed it when we were playing in Ankh-Morpork. Like writing the letters. And...
It's hard to come up with like interesting letters and stuff every day, but yeah.
So I didn't.
Yeah.
You can expect
we-
no
like-
letters in Iceland.
We couldn't have said the thing about Gnarl dying in a war to Wales.
Couldn't
you
have
know,
said
Lance
it.
was a
Couldn't
big
have said it in a
man.
better way.
He's a big, strong man. He'll get
Gotta
it.
let him know we mean business.
He's a big, strong man. Alright, well, if we're heading off first in the morning, I gotta get some fucking shot. That show took a lot out of me.
Same as I stand up and go invisible. Let's
Fucking
go to bed.
creep. I go to bed as
Weirdo,
well.
man.
So off.
I must go now.
My people indeed.
My people.
Dude, more like show him how to dodge. Shoot yourself in the face. and
How
now
much
the
gold?
blast.
How much money did the
Right.
bird?
Yeah. Let me,
Thousands.
I'm gonna make a calculation, and I'll send it in chats in Discord. How much you actually made during the night?
Jet?
As you guys are counting the money.
Okay. Alright, good morning. Alright, we just instantly arrived at the Fallout Towers. Good stuff.
What I would do if I'm allowed to is to once again dark vision, short rest, and then go.
I do not allow it.
If I'm allowed to.
Wait, sorry, Dogfist.
If I can dark vision, and then we wait an hour, so I have to get my key back.
Oh.
That's how-
Oh wait, in the morning? Yeah, of course.
Yeah, in the morning.
It is now morning, right?
Yeah. So you get a nice rest after a hard night's work.
Oh, cool, baby.
Sun
night.
has already risen. Yeah,
Cool.
you. Whoever gets down first sees both of the urchins in the tap room at the bar.
Having already cooked the pancakes, right?
No, but you do smell some
Useless.
pancakes.
Oh, okay.
David on it.
David.
Okay.
What a boy.
How did David do last night? You do alright? Seem to take. I mean, there was. I'm sure there was
yeah,
a bit.
there were like a few requests for pancakes,
Oh baby.
but on that, Jasmine didn't really know what the food menu there was, if any. So it was kept to pancakes.
Oh, and then obviously right saying that.
It's like a special. It's like it's one of those like marketing points about we have pancakes. Like everyone comes here for the pancakes.
pancake and a pint.
Troll
Yeah,
skull
but-
pancake.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. Yeah. Let me put them here.
I don't know. Based on how hard I think and how many of us there were, do I think we would kind of need a permanent wait staff if we were like actually just like open every night?
If you weren't there, or
No, even if the I mean, how much business was there basically? Like,
We probably do.
it was just about enough for like one waitress.
yeah, maybe we do. I guess.
Probably want like
Like, we-
someone to run the table, like a couple of people in the kitchen.
Oh, David's got a cut. He doesn't like.
I mean, look, we'll see how much we made and see how much we can afford as wages based on that.
But we got to get back here by like 5 tonight for the second day, huh? Wow.
Better get to Kolat Towers right this second. Then,
I
hey,
know.
orphan, sorry you don't have time for your storyline.
First, Jet has to spend an hour, you know.
Okay, that's true.
Okay,
Orphans.
yeah, as you guys are preparing to leave, just quickly and that stand up and start to follow you.
If I look at them, I'm afraid we're infiltrating evil lair today, and no room for kids.
Ah, that's perfect. We're great at that. We're very sneaky. Right,
Jet,
lad? She knows.
Jet, tell them you're the dad.
I walk up to Nash and Ridley and ask, what's with the enthusiasm? Just this particular day.
She does some hand motions and Squirrely says, "Look, we're not really used to having a home, and we're getting a bit antsy.
boring, right?
You want to help, and I'm strong, and I can climb rooftops, and Nat can do other stuff.
More can she do? What other stuff?
She can
Not
slap
cast
real
spells
hard.
with verbal components.
You can slap you hard. Oh, look at her.
Slap
No.
Mordai.
Yeah.
She kind of looks at you and she shakes her head.
No, really. We need to see if you're strong enough.
He can shield himself with magic. If you're too much for him.
She kind of hesitantly walks over to you, Morai. She comes up to your waist. Like
Oh, don't stand there.
Just like punches him through the wall. Like, whoa!
And yeah, do you seem to be okay with getting slapped?
Come on, I take it for the team.
Do it, Mordai.
As someone who worked at a school, kids do not punch very hard, even the strong
Yeah, I
kids.
don't think
So
we're gonna
you
have a
know,
bonus for this. So we'll see how it goes. 10?
Mm.
Nah, it's
Alright.
nearly enough.
Now, a day when you're able to slap Mordai, that'll be the day you can come out on a mission. That sound fair? Go practice
Why? Okay, well, maybe not Nat. She's a girl, but I can come.
Alright, try to shoot Mordai with an arrow, and if you can hit him, you can come on a mission.
As soon as you finish the sentence.
I grab it.
Oh,
I grab the arrow. In
Wait,
there.
I will be
Yeah,
before.
it's like
Okay,
arrows.
yeah. Oh yeah, sure. I'll allow it, even if it's not directed at you.
Hey!
hey, come on, give him a fair shot.
Yeah, it's cheating.
Alright, try to.
It's okay.
Before
He
he
only
gets the
he only has 2 hands and you have 3 arrows.
Alright, I kind of point to like the other side of the room where there's like,
Yeah.
you know, like something on the wall. I'm like, alright, try to hit that, and I like point to just part of the wall. I'm like, you see that like knot of the wood there? Try to hit that.
It's Mordai anyway.
Oh. Let's see. I give him +1 on this.
Pretend there's an evil man standing there.
Ooh.
Now,
Yeah, like the small arrow from his like almost like toy-sized bow doesn't reach quite the whole distance and kind of clatters like on the ground, like right next to the wall.
I put on my slightly serious face and I say, look kids, all this fun aside, we're going somewhere particularly dangerous today. And the last time we went somewhere particularly dangerous, the 4 of us almost died. Now, I know the 2 of you understand what death means more than most kids do, and why we can't take you with us to somewhere as dangerous as where we're going today. Look, if there's an opportunity for you to join us on something a little more light-hearted and up your street, then sure. I can see your enthusiasm, I respect your enthusiasm, and we'll bring you along, but not today, alright? Today, someone could get seriously hurt, and we couldn't possibly forgive ourselves if we let something like that happen to you.
speaking of which, though, if none of us are back by nighttime, if you could go to like a guard and tell them you have like information, I kind of like saying, oh, look, tell you what, I'll give you like a note, and if like you don't get any, like we're not back by nighttime, if you could like go give that to someone, that would be great help. Like, right, guys, that would be really helpful.
Yeah, sure.
And
Like,
you're part of the mission.
Not that I'll care if we're dead, but whatever.
No, but I mean, we can say like what we were doing,
Sure.
Yeah, Nat nods angrily, does some more hand motions, and then storms out the back door.
I no letter for them. I don't really mind. It means I don't have to write a letter. Even better.
And Squidly says, well, okay, but she says, it's not for fun. We just want to get strong enough to avenge our friend.
Yeah, but you're not going to get strong walking into death.
Opposition is good for growth, but you'll have to be able to walk out of there alive.
And nothing really beats time for growth. It does a pretty good job.
Already AIDS, I've survived so much.
Well, almost half my age, it's true.
Alright.
Don't.
Bah. He runs.
Maybe I wasn't ready to be a father. Turn to the eyes.
Difficult
I will not
kids.
object to that.
Next time we're planning on
Let's
kicking
save,
some easy ass though. Maybe we could bring them
Yeah.
along, show them some ropes.
Hopefully they can be like a lookout or something.
They've seen a bit too much for their age.
Yeah,
You could
but
bring them to, I don't know. There's that kid in the outside the city that needs finding, right?
sure, but like, man, I feel like we're getting real close to like, finding this all gold. Like,
That is
we know where it is, right? Like, we found that out. I seem to remember.
the vault itself.
We know it's like somewhere inaccessible until we have the 3
But I
keys.
thought we knew it was like we found the secret location of some sort of tomb under the city, and it's got to be like that, right?
Not that I've written down.
We found.
So, you did find the location within the City of the Dead. That's the evil gods had to divine.
So that sounds real promising right there.
But
Sounds
yeah, you're
pretty
not
promising.
sure like anything about it.
So yeah, we don't know what it, but that's like a good place to start looking at it.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Um,
Let's see if we survive Kolat Towers today first.
Yeah, one day at a time, I guess.
okay, you guys start heading down towards Colat Towers.
Yeah.
I'll give Raven the silver disc.
Nice.
And I'll remove that from my character sheet.
By the way, do any of you guys want poison? I finally figured out it was like poison.
Also,
Yeah,
by the
you-
way, since there seems to be like a new, is this like a good place if we want to do Potrak's
yeah.
session 0 shit? Like, I know we've got like 20 minutes left, but like, is this a good
Yeah.
place before we go to
I
Kolat
have
Towers
to go
to
early tomorrow, so I kind of want to.
finish up, and then Potrak can tell us what he wants to tell us?
Before.
You did the grand opening, and you're on your way.
Yeah, and we level up, right?
Out of the tantrum.
Level up.
Um,
Sure.
Halfway there.
Wow, we're
Can we get
living on a prayer.
In your one, Tom, are we gonna get XP or is it gonna be milestone based?
I want
Indeed.
XP.
Created by that same milestone.
Yeah.
What?
What's it gonna be in your spot track?
You
I
better.
don't know, I feel like it.
What?
Lazy
Wow.
lazy DM stress.
It's a milestone, but it's my campaign, so it's
What
whenever I
I
want.
from what I've read, I already know how to get what
Yeah.
you need to do to that level 4, but then other than that, I'm not there yet.
4, baby, you go straight from 1 to 4. You love to hear it. Alright, pod
Oh,
track.
I'd be very impressed
Enlighten
if the man
us.
to that.
In-
All right, let me. This is the end of this, isn't it? Oh yeah, Corn
So
Jacker.
this is like the end
I do want to say, because there's a lot of information, and you guys might have forgotten. The item that you just received, the little eye thing, it is meant to be put in the Stone of Galore.
Yeah, there's 3 holes on the Sonic Galore.
Yeah, that would be insane.
Knew all about that. Yeah, exactly. You do it when we got all 3.
Just wanted to make sure.
Like Thanos, let's be real. Thanos is greedy the way he puts each stone on the Infinity Gauntlet as he gets it. He should have basically had all 6 and then wham in one
He
go.
could have succeeded if he.
It's true.
You're implying
Ah, dropping a hint. I like it. Anyway, I'm gonna stop streaming now.